Oh, did you know?
Oh man, I was really hoping that was going to pop up right as the stream went live. Cicero
Yes.
admitting to murder. Well, we all know now.
Right.
Well,
Knows where the
Lex.
bodies are buried.
Better Luck Tomorrow, which was Justin Lin's indie movie.
Oh, he produced that?
Wow.
Yeah, I was on
Yeah.
my kill cooldown. But I was also streaming the game while we were playing in our Discord chat. So
There's a lot happening.
yeah,
Yeah.
there is a lot. There
Yes,
is a lot
that's-
happening. Yeah, I am multitasking.
Okay.
Okay, can the cats multitask as well with the saliva?
Yes. Yeah. Well, cats can do a lot, man.
I'm looking at Raven just sitting here.
All right, guys.
Cats
I'll talk to you later.
can do a
Rowan
lot.
also just sitting here behind me, but you can't see him because I have a background.
Oh.
All right. I tweeted the thing. Possibly people are watching. We're gonna do something.
10 watchers in YouTube, 4 listeners on the audio
Possible
stream.
people. Nice to see the possible people.
All right. I gotta remember how Dungeons and Dragons works. Oh god, there's dice.
Gotta refer to
Well,
the
if you
PDF.
don't
I'm
know.
recording. I'm recording. Okay.
All right.
Good.
Cicero, you good?
I am.
All right. We're gonna do the thing.
Hey!
Hello, nerds! You have made the excellent choice to be listening to Total Party Kill, the only Dungeons and Dragons podcast that you are listening to right now. It's me, Tony Sindelar, your dungeon master. And today we are continuing the adventures of the Queen of Redwater, one of the fantastic adventures put out by Sly Flourish. Allow me to introduce our players. They will introduce their characters, and I will remind you of the story so far. First up, the Monty Ashley.
Hi there, that's me, Monty. I'm playing Krong, a bugbear rogue who is a nightmare walking, but not a psychopath talking. He's very nice.
A conundrum.
Good
Next
reference.
up, it's Aline Sims.
Hello. I play Bellin Greybeard. You can call me, Belle. I'm a mountain dwarf fighter.
Also joining us, it's Cicero Holmes.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here, guys. And also here with me is my character, Enovin. He is an Azamar cleric with a proclivity for cat saliva.
That is way down on the list of random attributes you could roll when creating a character in Dungeons and Dragons. So. Next up, it's Shelley Brisbane. Hi, Shelley.
Hi there. I am playing Caliph Leiden, who is a high elf sorcerer. I just shoot my longbow at things.
All right. And last but not least, Rosemary Orchard.
Hello, I am playing Kameka, who is a high elf bard, and she's not sure about the quest for cat saliva, but you know the goblins seem squishy, so let's see what happens with those.
You know, you go to dungeon with the adventures you have, not the adventures you want.
True.
All right. What has been happening so far? Well, it seems like the town of Whitesparrow is having some water troubles, because a gang of bugbears and goblins has cut off the flow of water to the nearby towns and farms in and around Whitesparrow. After some what we will technically call negotiations, things got complicated, and you have been tracking the goblins back to their base of operations, one ancient dwarven dam previously owned and maintained by the long since departed Rockledge dwarven clan. You have sneaked your way up some cliffs, you have fought your way through a road blockade, and are now in the just made your way inside the keep of the dam, where you have come face to face in close proximity with a squadron of goblins guarding the keep. It seems like these might be the last line of defenses between you and the Redwater Queen. Let's see here. All right. In order to play some of these goblins, but not all of them, please welcome to the podcast the only person available, a job that many applied for, but only one was selected for. That's right. Jason Snell was not chosen. It's Dan Morin, Associate Dungeon Master.
Hello, Tony. Thank you for having me. I had to clear my schedule for this, apparently. I don't know why you made me cancel all those events I had, but okay.
They were dumb. That's why. This is real important.
You've got another grandmother.
Yeah. Oh. Wow. So after intense negotiations, you are basically kind of surrounded by goblins that are coming out of two little turrets on either side of this keep. Dan has negotiated that he would like to play the right goblins, leaving me with second choice left goblins.
Vastly inferior goblins, please.
Is it like
All
Left
right.
Shark?
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I really appreciate that Left Shark has just encompassed the entire idea of left. Like that is bold, you know. All right. It looks like at the end of last session, I had you roll initiative, and it's even here in the chat from last time. So I think I need to enter that for some of you in here. But what I did not do, Dan, I'm gonna. You know what? Just guess what? We're gonna do the goblin in two groups. There's gonna be left goblin and right goblin.
Oh,
How's
are we
that?
keeping score? Is this some sort of competition?
Look, I mean, if making a competition implies that you have a chance of winning, so think of it more as a thing we're doing.
The dungeon masters are trash talking each other.
This is
It's nice we divide them and we win.
I think it's mainly just Tony ragging
yes.
on me. I'm just here to be supportive.
That's well, that makes me feel slightly worse, but not that much.
That was
worse.
the goal. Ha ha!
Some
Trash
goblins
talk.
are nicer than other goblins.
Yeah, the right goblins just want to be your friends and buy you ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Friendly goblins.
I'm adding them to the initiative order. Dan, do you want to roll initiative for your
Amazing
what we'll
goblins?
technically
Amazing goblins?
Let's just call them goblins.
They got an amazing 8.
Clicking stuff in Dungeons and Dragons, rolling some dice. My goblins got a 12. All right. Have all of you, do you see your initiative in the turn order there? Is that
Yes.
accurate to what you rolled at the
Yes.
end of last session?
Correct.
All
Yep.
right. I'm going to sort this descending. Here is our order of combat. Bellin will go first. Bellin, I think you were the first into the keep anyway, and basically saw a goblin poke its head out through a door there on the right side of the keep. Bellin, you're followed by Left Goblin, then Krong, then Enevan, then Jamika. No, that's totally
Gemika.
wrong.
Yeah.
You had it, and then you
right
decided,
first time.
how can I
Had it
pronounce
right.
each
I
of
had
those syllables
There, and I was like,
incorrectly
no, I
all
would never have gotten it
together?
right the first time. I was
Jimmy,
just like, that's not me.
I think that's it. I think
It's
that's
like,
how that works.
let me make it worse. Let me find a way that and right goblin and then Keyleth. Nope. Caliph sounds more Klingon than I remember it being, is at the very end.
Hey there.
Yes.
Right.
See you in Stovacor. So Bell, you are up first. There is a goblin basically kind of close proximity there, standing in the doorway. I'll point out that is from the underdogs, right goblin. But you are aware of the sound of scrambling goblin feet of their footsteps over in the left tower
That
as
right
well.
goblin says to you, "Hey, you're not supposed to be here."
The pitter patter of little goblin feet. Well, as I recall, I was charging that goblin.
Yeah.
And I had my morning star out. So let's see what I do here. Rolled a 21.
That's
bad for goblins.
This is bad for a goblin.
Of all kinds. I'm going to be honest. If that had happened to a left goblin, it would not be great either.
Oh dear. Someone's got.
Yeah. Oh, is that me?
Does anybody have a phone in close proximity to their microphone? If so, consider moving it because it sure sounds like a phone.
Hey, Tony, during this break, does Left Goblin definitely go before Krong? Because they're tied in initiative. And I'm pretty
What's your
dexterous.
modifier? While we figure out the
My dex modifier is +3.
Everyone
you
mute
should go before
themselves
Thanks.
individually.
Muting.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was Rose.
yeah. That was
Okay.
Rose. Yeah. Yeah.
It's from her soundboard.
Is this your soundboard?
Oh, yeah.
You have interference for microphones?
Right.
Sorry, I muted you.
Krong, that
Sorry
means
about
Is it gone now?
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay, I just unplugged my headphones and plugged them back in.
Okay.
Magic.
No idea what's happening.
Podcasting magic.
Monty has pointed out that Krong should go before Left Goblin because though they got similar, they got the same number. Krong's dexterity modifier is higher, so
Well, that makes all the difference. Duh.
it might.
Does.
So before we had our minor technical hiccup there, Belle, you rolled a devastating high number against a goblin. Did you roll damage?
Yeah, 6 points of damage for that.
Oh,
And-
Dan, bad news.
I mean, not good news, but that goblin's still alive, just barely hanging on to life.
Well,
only by the lowest definitions of life.
yeah, and then I pull out my warhammer.
That goblin does one of these. Woo!
Dan, that goblin, when he wipes the sweat off his
It's
forehead,
just blood.
It's
mostly
almost
blood.
it's mostly blood, and honestly, his head isn't very well attached at that point. Light hands.
So
Does his arm fall off at the same time?
Yeah, we'll find out.
He wipes the sweat, blood, and flesh from his forehead.
Yeah.
it's bone, straight down to the bone there.
Yeah.
It's no good.
Aline, your Warhammer attack.
14 versus AC.
Not enough to hit a goblin, though.
Bummer. Okay, well, do I have anything else I want to
Goblin
use?
with the rich backstory clings to life for one more round, potentially.
Yeah. All right, well,
Has he earned a name?
it's up to
I'm
someone else.
definitely not wasting a name on him until he gets to a second round.
When Dan says he has a rich backstory, he's like an upper class goblin. He's he's a day trader when he's not working here. Nights in the tower, days at the
In his little suit at the
Yeah. I may not know enough about finance to flesh out this backstory.
You ever seen
And neither do
Boiler?
goblins, so you'll be fine.
You seen the
Dan?
Boiler Room?
Dan, Vin Diesel's in Boiler Room. Of course I've seen it. Monty.
Do I see the other goblins up in these turrets? Like, do we know they're there?
I think I'm gonna say there's so basically there's a door into these two kind of little towers, and you can see movement through the doorway of goblins kind of headed in your direction.
I would like to sneak up next to the doorway and attempt to be stealthy and hide.
All right. Give me a stealth check higher than 12.
15.
That'll do it.
Then
Monty's very sneaky.
Yes.
Ding 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 ding.
Sneak up right next to the door, and just a hairy arm flies through the door and stabs this guy way over here in the corner of the room.
Wow, that is a really long arm.
He has threatening
Very
range,
long
yeah.
arms, you guys.
Yeah.
Like
17 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Siri's playing today?
Yeah. Have I surprised a creature and hit it with my first with an attack?
No, that guy totally saw that coming.
Yeah, no. See, so that goblin went to the fair this morning, and he was told by an old woman in a tent, "You're going to be murdered by a long arm in a dark tunnel tonight." So he was totally prepared for it. No, he's very surprised.
25 points of damage, please.
What?
Wow.
Well, that's a
One dead critter.
That's a D8 from my weapon, 2d6 from sneak attack, and 2 more d6 because you gave me the surprise attack damage.
All right.
There's a specific voice that goes along with this, Monty. Overkill.
Just how much
I
damage would
think
it
I
have,
got one.
how much damage would it have been if there had not been a sneak attack?
7 less. Oh, without a sneak attack at all, only 10 points.
Okay,
So
we
it's
killed
the
him
D8 plus
3
3.
times over.
Yeah, still unnecessary. So, Belle, you see out of the corner of your left eye, Krong sneak into the little courtyard of the keep here, and he just reaches his terrifyingly long arm into a dark doorway, and there's just a splash of blood that erupts from that doorway, and the sound of a goblin dying, which sounds like this.
That's good.
I just kind of flinch back.
Yep.
a
Rosemary, is that
little,
on your
yeah.
soundboard?
No,
Goblin,
sorry.
goblin
sorry,
dying?
it's
No.
That doesn't come stock.
No, no.
All right, Krong, anything else?
No, that seemed like plenty.
All right. Yeah, well, team left goblin, not technically a team at this point. A goblin from the left side of the keep runs through the remains of his friend through the doorway and comes face to face with Krong, which is not what a goblin wants to do because really no one wants to do this. And in a panic move, takes a slash at your face, Krong.
What? Me?
Yeah, 13 to hit.
No, my armor class is 14.
All right. Well, he is engaged with you. That was Team Left Goblin.
Wow, that was fast. Like, they went from
Goblins move
hitting to
fast.
engaged.
Yeah.
Like, all...
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Life
yeah.
comes at you
Seconds.
quick.
Yeah.
These amazing
Yeah,
boots.
yeah,
Also,
you
goblins.
resist.
Goblins also come
when-
at you quick.
When you know, you know.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing the children.
Enavon. I mean, they're both goblinoids, actually. I think bugbears are related to goblins, so.
So yeah, well, I mean, look,
Yeah.
Well, they work
Right.
together, as we've seen already.
That's true.
So.
We're all related, man.
right?
Yeah.
Krong, bugbear philosopher.
Yeah, I mean, this is the 1st century, man. You got to get with the times.
Yeah. Leave your first decade attitudes behind.
So Enovin, he sees what is happening, and I think what he's gonna do, because he's got a pretty good line of sight with this goblin right here, off to the right, team right goblin. Why won't it highlight? Oh well. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it highlights or not, because the flame will illuminate him with the cantrip Sacred Flame. So Enovin, fire in his eyes, and it descends from his eyes up in an arc down towards this goblin, who now needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, goblin will make a dexterity saving throw and will get a hot 5.
Oh, no.
That does not help you.
That goblin looks up as the flame descends and goes, ooh, pretty, and doesn't even finish before it's just vaporized.
Yes. Well, it is starkly singed for 4 points of damage.
Yeah, that's enough. It's vaporized. It had 1 hit point.
Right.
Overkill.
Yes.
Anything else,
Right.
Enovin?
Ultra. No.
All right.
I mean, that's enough.
Yeah, no, that's good. Gamika, you got 1 goblin in view, and you know that there's another goblin lurking in the right tower.
I am going to cast the cantrip Mage Hand, please, and I'd like to slam the door of the tower of the right goblins shut and lock it, if that's possible.
I'm going to say you latch it. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's,
that's fine.
it's locked
That's fine.
or not, so.
Whatever there is. And
Yeah.
what do I need to roll anything for that, or just
No,
cast
you
my Mage
just
Hand?
do that. And is Mage Hand a bonus action or an action?
It's just an action.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you can
that's-
note that goblin disappears from view. In that he is behind a closed door. Not through the use of magic, except that you use magic to close the door. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, Team Right Goblin, you are closed in a tower. What do you want to do about it?
Team Right Goblin would like to run over to the door, probably like jangle it a bunch. So Tony, are these towers elevated in any way, or are these just sort of like little stone?
I think there is an elevated element to them. There's probably like a ladder that goes up to a rampart.
Could Right Goblin climb up to the rampart and start taking pot shots at these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, Right Goblin's doing that because Right Goblin saw what happened when Right Goblin's friends, I'm still not naming them, ran out of the tower and was, summarily both bludgeoned and vaporized. So Right Goblin doesn't feel great about that.
All right.
I
So-
assume this guy's first name was Right, and the other living
Yeah.
goblin's first name is Left.
Yeah, but probably with like an apostrophe in there or something. They're goblins.
Right.
Right said
All
Goblin.
right. Yes.
That's why they're guarding the tower instead of going out. And
Yeah,
Mhm.
the other ones were the subordinates, clearly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we're getting into slightly 3-dimensional maps here. So let me just make sure that everyone is on the same playing field here. Right Goblin has found a ladder, climbed up to probably where he should have been guarding, up on top of the ramparts.
He was on a
nice
break.
view- He was on a break. He has a nice view of the lake and of the dam and of, I would say, Bell and Krong in the kind of little courtyard of the keep here. But I would say that Enavon, Gemika, and Caleth are kind of they're in the like doorway, which I imagine probably has like a nice arch over it. So they're probably not really
So
that, like,
this Right Goblin here will run to the southern edge.
Yep.
And will, having seen Bellin smash his boss or subordinate, it's unclear, will level a bow at them and fire a shot.
Yep.
With a short bow. We'll see how that
I
goes.
imagine that goblins have a fairly flat managerial structure until you get to the higher echelons.
Probably true.
Mm.
There's not a lot of middle management for goblins.
Yeah,
here.
I think it's.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a 9.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, so I mean, he's still a little flustered from seeing the friend, smashed and vaporized. So takes a shaky shot, and the arrow goes wide, and he says like, "Rats!"
He would roll up his sleeves, but he's probably wearing a short sleeve shirt.
That's right. Roll down his
yeah,
sleeves.
Sleeve, yes.
Yeah.
One sleeve up, one sleeve down.
Right.
I mean,
right.
business.
Does he button it up straight or it's slightly crooked?
No, it's one of those things where it's buttoned, but every button it's like the wrong buttonhole.
Right.
So like, it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Some are above, some are below.
It's not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
There's like 2 buttons in one buttonhole. I don't even know what's
Right,
happening
yeah.
there.
All right. Well, right, Goblin, you tried. That counts for something. Shelley, I think Caliph is next. Your token was down by the rubble, but I think probably you had moved with the group, so I moved you closer to the keep.
I appreciate that. I'm sometimes not able to track the movements. I had just found myself moments ago. So I'm in the archway door, you said. Well, I
Yeah, I
think
think
Right
so.
Goblin, and Caliph, despite the fact that I had hoped to use my dagger today, since that's an additional weapon, I still have my trusty longbow,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to aim that at Right Goblin.
So I think you might need to leave the safety of the arch and go out into the courtyard with Krong
I
and
see.
Bell in to do that.
All right.
The other thing I will say, Dan, you're up in a turret. That
Mhm.
seems like you probably have some pretty good cover.
I hope
What
so.
kind of cover do you think you have?
Let's call that a half cover.
I think it's at least half cover.
Yeah.
I was willing to give
I
you up to
see.
3/4 cover.
Oh, should have negotiated.
You didn't do it. You didn't call it. So, so that means the goblin is he's behind some ramparts, so he's like not totally exposed. So it is going to be a little bit harder for you to hit him. Basically, the goblin has a bonus to his armor class.
Well, then I think perhaps I won't do the longbow. And in the tower where we currently are located, there are no threats.
There is
already
this goblin over here, right in front of
stated.
Krong's face.
We're talking about threats, Tony.
Oh, sorry. There is. Well, hey, I believe in these goblins.
It's all subjective, right?
Yeah.
Theoretically,
so-
the goblin next to Krong could be considered a threat if it weren't
Well,
for Krong.
I'm
you know,
gonna.
maybe Krong took him under his wing and gave him some lessons.
Well, Krong's already
Or smashing
killed
him like
one.
a
I don't know.
coconut?
He may not want to kill another, so perhaps I could help
Yeah, he's
Krong
full.
out.
Yeah, he's.
So I could use my dagger on this goblin that's still
Yeah.
alive near Krong. So I do get to use my dagger, which is very exciting. Let's see what we get. I got an 11.
An 11 is not quite enough. Goblins have some nice leather armor that they've scrounged up, and that goblin does not like, so you probably have to run up to him. So I'll move you over there. So you and Krong are now both in front of that goblin. That goblin is kind of pinned in a corner there, and he does not like that, but he is bobbing and weaving and avoids getting stabbed by you.
That's unfortunate.
And I forget, Krong, do you like it when friends come up and help attack the same creature?
Sure.
Okay. So don't you get something
okay.
for that?
I mean, that is another way to turn on sneak attack damage,
All right.
but it does not give me advantage on the attack.
Got it.
So I still might do some work on my own.
Okay. Caliph, anything else?
Let's see. I have never done an unarmed strike before. It is something I can do. So I'm taking a look and seeing. if
Generally,
that's
it's not
I
something you
wanna
would do after you already used your action.
after
to
I've used a
attack.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'd sort of like to move away at this point to reconnoiter.
So the tricky thing here is you have run up and kind of you had to engage with the goblin at
So I'm
close range.
stuck there.
Well, you could use your move action in the future to disengage. If you move away, you can move away, but the goblin gets like a free attack on you because it's like you're up there fighting with the goblin, and if you kind of back up from the goblin is gonna take a swipe at you. Versus if you're in a sword fight with the goblin, versus if you spend your move action to do kind of like a tactical disengage.
Not your move
I
action.
do
but
have
your
a
actual
shield.
action.
You do have a shield. I mean, it may be that the goblin will make a pathetic attempt to hit you and do nothing. It's up to you whether you want to risk getting stabbed by a goblin or not.
Well, perhaps I should use my shield then.
Well, I'm just thinking if the goblin doesn't have another turn before Kron, is the goblin going to survive long enough to attack you?
That's that goblin. It's been a while since that.
This would
goblin
happen on Caleth's turn. Is the goblin if you run away from an enemy that you're engaged with, that enemy gets what's called an opportunity attack.
Well, I'm
against
not
you.
running away from it. I'm saying I would use the shield while I'm still in proximity, so that I don't have to run away. The shield would protect myself.
Well, your shield is already factored into your armor class, so if you're using a shield, it's what has raised your armor class to 15.
Okay.
So it just makes
So
it
I'm
harder
just
for them
gonna-
to hit you.
I think it's up to you whether you want to risk the chance of a goblin hitting you or not.
I guess I'm gonna stick with what I've got.
Okay.
Caliph doesn't run.
Yeah.
No,
Caliph-
don't run.
Caliph stabs, and then for good measure, to show that she means business, wants to slap the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have worked out really well for me.
It probably would have.
Belle.
Okay.
So just a reminder,
Okay.
your team right goblin up in the ramparts, team left goblin surrounded by Caleb and Krong.
Yeah. So does Team Right Goblin still have half cover from my vantage point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
All right.
for
I'm
anyone
going
who's not
for
up
it
on the
with my-
tower with him.
I could do that.
Do you have a ranged attack? I don't know if we've seen you do a ranged attack yet, Belle.
I have a crossbow.
Oh.
I'm not as good with it though. You know what? I'm gonna run up there.
All right. So you unlatch the door that has been mage-handed. We'll say that it had like a crossbar on this side, and you just flip that over, and you bolt into the tower. There's a rickety goblin ladder there. You climb up the ladder.
Ladder made out of goblins?
No,
It's like a salmon ladder.
made by goblins, for goblins, not of goblins.
Salmon ladders aren't made by
I'm gonna-
salmon. Come on.
Well, aren't they, Dan? Dan, follow the money. And I will say that's noisy enough that Right Goblin whips around and is not maybe startled but not surprised by your arrival at the tower top. Dan,
Okay.
what does Right Goblin say?
Who are you? What are you doing up here?
I just have my morning star out and I'm
Oh,
swinging
Z.
Are you going to hit me with that?
Yeah.
for 18.
I guess the answer is yes.
Oh man.
And that is 13 points of damage.
Now
All
I'm
right.
dead.
Yeah.
Knocked off the tower into
Yep.
the courtyard.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ah,
Shame.
just trying to do his job.
Jorbs are hard to
wow.
find.
Okay. Yeah. So, Belle, you're now in a tower, and it's free of goblins. So, yeah.
That tower is yours now.
Yep. By law.
tower.
And it's a
Krong.
dwarven-made tower.
Yeah.
Um,
Krog,
well-
you're goblin adjacent.
I'm still next to this guy, so I think it's going to be hard to hide. I did just notice a real cool ability I have that I did not use. I'm just going to
Murder
attack
goblins.
him. Stab in the face.
That's super subtle. I'm not sure what that
24.
means.
Yes.
All right. No surprise attack, but yes, sneak attack. 11, 12, 15 points of damage.
Okay. Once again, Krong in one blow defeats a goblin.
Sorry.
Thanks, Krong, buddy.
Do we want to tote up our scores for left and right?
I
I
they're
killed
both
2
dead.
goblins.
Yeah. I think the answer is Dan tied.
Yep.
I noticed it seems like we did not kill anybody and they killed all of us,
Yeah.
right?
No winners here. Lots of losers.
Lots of losers.
I believe it could be said that you didn't even touch any of us.
Is that true?
That's right. There's no
I
damage.
yelled at least 2 of you.
Yeah.
The
I was
emotional
afraid
damage
for a little
does
bit.
cut deep.
I was deeply
Right.
invested in
My
Left
heart
Goblin,
rate was up.
who got murdered before anyone saw him by Krong's long arms. So that went great. Well, guess
I mean,
what?
I'm
There's
happy.
always more goblins. Dan made the excellent assistant dungeon master tactical choice to not name any of these guys. So good job, Dan.
Finite number of names in the world.
All right. So, looking around this keep, there is in the left tower a spiral staircase descending down into the keep that seems to be kind of the entrance to the lower floors of the keep. You could think of this thematically as a dungeon because we're playing a game called
Dragons, dragons, dragons.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think absolutely nothing can go wrong if we go down the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
go.
I'm going. Yeah.
All right. Belle
right.
leads the way. The rest of you follow.
Yes.
All right.
Belle has hit some things. She's knocked some goblins off of a tower. She's ready.
All right. Let me take you to the next map.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's a
dun,
whole new
dun,
world.
Reference
dun,
acknowledged.
dun.
Right
I mean,
now.
it's a black box.
All right. If you
It's
You're-
dark in the basement.
if
I
you
mean, the
scroll
dungeon.
up, you should be able to see where your tokens are and where you have vision. So you head down. There's kind of a hallway that seems to cut east to west here inside the keep. The stairs are kind of behind you to the west. This place is not super well kept up. It's kind of dingy. Doesn't look like anyone has mopped these floors in quite a while. There's some kind of tattered tapestries along this hallway.
What do they look like?
They look like they were originally dwarven, but have been heavily degraded and probably maybe torn and ripped in a couple places. These tapestries depict things such as there's one that's just the classic logo of the Rockledge dwarven tribe. That's like the big one of their coat of arms. That's right across from the big double doors here. But then there's other ones of them like mining, building the dam, using the dam to power like mechanized dwarven creations.
Point of order, Tony. Normally when people vandalize, pictures and stuff, they draw like a mustache, but like dwarves all have beards for the most part. Are they like taking the mustaches off? How does that work? What
I
is,
think
like, a
that's hard
goblin?
to do.
If you just draw two little lines over the ears, it makes all the beards look fake.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
that
that's
is
what-
really
that's-
hurts.
oh.
That
Yeah.
really hurts dwarves too.
Yeah.
That is like
Did they have
super
glasses?
insulting.
Yeah.
There's some glasses.
I feel like I
eyebrows?
noticed this and I'm like very deeply insulted.
There's one tapestry where like somebody has tried to adjust the drawings of the woven images of all the dwarves. Somebody has added kind of like large ears to all of the dwarves to try and make them look like goblins, but it's really it's not fooling anyone.
Also, I'm
So,
picturing these tapestries as being embroidery and all of the alterations being crudely added embroidery.
yeah, there's a lot of it's pieces of felt that have just been stapled on.
Yeah.
So that's this hallway here. There's a large set of double doors about halfway down the hallway. The rest of the hallway is just kind of it's just kind of a dead end there at the east end of the hallway that you're at. So
So we're at a fork in the road. There's a corner, right?
yep, there's a corner.
Okay. So I want to peek around the corner and see if I can see anything. Rolled an 18.
Okay, there's a big set of stone double doors here with fine dwarven craftsmanship, as opposed to the other fortifications of the keep. This one seems to be actually like structurally intact.
Do I notice any like arrow window thingies? What
No.
are this called? Okay.
Arrow loops. This one seems to be just a big piece of stone
Okay.
on a hinge.
Okay. I'm gonna
Two big pieces of stone on a hinge, technically.
let everybody know, and I'm gonna not there. I'm gonna step forward to cross to the other side to see what I can see down this hallway.
Okay. You kind of sneak past the double doors for now. The other side of the hallway just seems to be basically kind of a dead end that has been kind of used for storage. There's some old crates and barrels there, and some tarps.
Bed
Looks like
Bath
it
and
has,
Beyond.
yeah, emphasis on the beyond. But yes.
Okay. I will turn around and let everybody know. Motion that it's safe or whatever.
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
Mhm.
Is it
Never.
For the DM question.
Mm.
What effect does dark vision have on on our surroundings?
I would say there's actually surprisingly there are some torches lit along the wall here, so you don't need dark vision. I don't
Okay.
think there's anything extra to be seen with dark vision.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to go up to the double doors and just listen to see if I can
Mhm.
hear anything.
Okay.
And I have a 20.
Wow. All right. You listen very carefully at the door, Caleb, and you hear some voices beyond. They sound a little echoey, like they might be kind of a little ways away, but they are rather loud voices. And one of those voices, even I'm going to say with a 20, is familiar. You hear the voice of Grin the Goblin. Sounds a little bit like he might be in some kind of I don't know, argument. He is having a conversation with elevated emotions with another character.
So I think I'm going to let my team know that and see if anybody has any thoughts whether we should go in or come up with a plan.
I would suggest
Plans.
perhaps reuse Mage Hand to open one of the doors, and then if people shoot arrows at us, then there'll be nothing there to have arrows shot at.
Going in is a
How-
plan.
How heavy are the doors? Would Mage Hand be able to do it?
Yeah, sure. I think a mage hand goes up to 10 pounds. The doors are, I mean, you're not holding the door, you're just opening and closing it, right? So
Yeah.
you don't have to lift the whole door off the hinges.
No, I'm just going to open it.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to use Mage Hand to open the door closest to Bellin, actually.
All
Ooh,
right.
I would like to suggest that Caleth and I have our distanced ranged weapons ready to go.
All
in
right.
case
I
someone
will
comes
also
to
have
us.
my light
Got
crossbow
my
ready to go.
longbow ready.
Why don't you arrange yourselves on the map where you'd like to be, as you have this plan to basically not kick open the door, but mage hand open the door. So Bellin, you're kind of taking cover on the corner, Kron
Yeah, I
on the
think-
other corner. Enovin and Caleth are kind of in the middle there. Gamika, where do you want to be? if you
So I'm
also wanna be
hoping
able
I
to
have
see
like a
into the
line of
room?
sight through on a diagonal.
I would say from there you probably don't, or at least not. You'd probably. Whoops! I meant to draw a line from your character. I grabbed your character. You'd probably see like a tiny corner of the room.
Okay.
We could change. Why don't we switch places, Gimika?
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Enovin turns to Krong, and he touches him on the shoulder and says, "I believe in you," and casts the cantrip guidance on Krong, which gives him an extra D4 to any ability check of his choice.
I believe I can fly.
No one's ever believed in me before.
Oh.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
get my GED.
It's, you
That's
know,
your goblin equivalency degree.
Is everybody ready for the door to be opened?
Anything else you want to do before the door opens?
I mean, I'm happy to
Yeah.
open the door if everyone's happy for the door to be opened.
yes. I mean,
All right.
I think
Okay. Casting
Kick
Mage
open-
Hand to open the door closest to me, please.
Yes.
Yes, let's metaphorically kick a door open and kill everyone inside.
My art of the door is either the doors are open or closed, so you'll have to use your total deep embodied sense of imagination to imagine just half of the door open. But I believe that you can do that. So the door is open. Listeners or viewers on the live stream can see that I've opened the doors. This is the full range of special effects that we have
It's
here.
so beautiful, Tony. I never could have imagined it.
Well, I mean, that's really more
With
of a
the
test.
fireworks. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
All right, so here's what I know how to figure out. What can you see through one half of a set of open doors? I mean, I think a lot, right?
Yeah,
probably.
that's why
All right.
we're where we are.
That is the ancient Zen koan, right? Like you can what can you see through the one half?
We're gonna
open?
say that
Yes.
maybe like part of the
I
room
mean,
is like
I
in
might be able to
shadows.
see, yeah, like that.
How's that? Like, does that seem reasonable? I will describe the room in a bit. I'm just deciding what parts are still fog of ward out from you. Is that?
Yeah,
seem
that seems
All right.
reasonable to me.
All right. Excellent negotiating. Allow me to describe the Hall of the Redwater Queen, for that is where you have arrived. As you use Mage Hand to peek open one side of these huge stone double doors, you see that beyond is some kind of great hall, some kind of throne room. Indeed, at the far end of the hall, on the south side, far away from you, is a great throne on a raised dais against the back wall of this two-story chamber. Sitting in that throne, seeming to have a very animated conversation with Grin the Goblin, is a large, sinister-looking bugbear who you feel like you could surmise is the Queen of Redwater.
Mom?
Beside the throne, twin staircases lead up to a balcony that kind of wraps all around the throne room and has large windows that overlook the valley beyond for miles around. Flanking these the throne are two other bugbears, and you can see a variety of goblins skulking around, both behind some pillars in this main room and up above on the balcony. There may be some goblins that are not totally visible to you yet, with the many shadows that are here. The throne is draped in blood-stained dwarven tapestries. There's two skulls hammered onto stone spikes at its top corners. A deep fire pit opens up before the throne, sending a column of smoke up to an opening in the ceiling. 4 large iron braziers hang from the ceiling, each burning with red flame that illuminates the huge bugbear atop the throne and her retinue of goblins and bugbears around her. That is what you see.
Nothing then. Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing.
So, important question. Do they notice
Mhm.
that we opened the door?
I don't think they've noticed yet. It seems like they seem very distracted, or at least the Redwater Queen and Grin the Goblin are engaged in a discussion with each other, and I think probably a lot of attention is focused on them. Seems like, there's a lot of goblins in the room. You might have a moment or two at best before someone notices, hey, that door is open. But so far, you have done successfully a good job of either sneaking past or completely murdering and leaving no one to run away and bring news of your upcoming arrival.
I notice that I am less than the range of my crossbow away from the queen.
Mm-hmm.
And we already scared Grin into running away once, so I could potentially shoot at him. If other people think that might be a good opening move.
A moment to think about what you're going to do. This may be a what are you all going to instinctively do, because you don't exactly have time to have a meeting and plan this out.
Wait, are we going to talk or kill?
What's
Talk or kill? Talk or kill?
Yeah. You all exchange quick eye glances in which you communicate whether you're going to talk or kill.
I'm going to just wave my crossbow.
Belle is already running in. I'm already running in.
All right. Well.
Okay, I'm going to shoot at the queen then with my crossbow.
All right. Here's what I'm going to let you do. You should all roll initiative. You are going to get a surprise round because they did not expect you to be there.
Oh, surprise.
And when you get a surprise round, yeah, you literally get.
Can you tell me
a
how to
round.
score that, please?
You get a turn and they don't get a turn, and then they will get turns.
Oh, I understand.
So basically,
I scored 19.
That's a good way to do it. Let's see here. Dan, I think Grin gets to go on his own turn. The Redwater Queen gets to go on
Does
her
he get
own
to
turn.
keep his name?
Yeah.
Or does he get stripped of his name?
No, he's still
He
got
gets
his
his
name.
name. Still Grin.
Okay.
All right. Dan, you want to roll some initiatives for some of those?
I
some
will
of those
roll
jerks?
initiative for Grin, and shall I roll initiative for the Queen? I can do that.
Yeah, do that. I'll roll for the other folks.
Ooh, Grin did very well.
You can enter your own initiative in the turn order thing. Just double click the number next to your name, and you can edit.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sounds like they're rolling a lot of dice. So.
Yep. Okay. I think we're just waiting on Dan.
Yes, sorry.
That's all good. So I will just mention, you get the sense that there are probably some people lurking in the upper levels or in the shadows of this room that you haven't seen yet. So,
Oh, Tony, can you give me the Queen's token? I don't have the.
oh, apologies.
I have no permission.
You now do.
Thank you. And would you say, incidentally, how long has it been since their encounter with Grin?
It's been a day. Grin's healed up.
Grin's healed up.
Yeah.
Great.
Grin may have some bandages on his head and whatnot at this point, but he's doing better.
It's cosmetic though. He's just
Right.
Yeah.
He wears
He
it.
may be
He wears it
playing it up.
ironically.
He may be playing it up. In fact, he's got like a courtroom neck brace. That, you know.
Excuse me.
Is he waving crutches?
Yeah,
Yes,
he's got
that's
crutches that he doesn't really need that he's not using correctly. All right. It looks like we've got everybody in here. Let's resolve some. There's some ties here. So Belle, you are first at 22. Grin and the goblins are going to go next. Gamika, what is your dexterity modifier?
Where do I find that?
If you're using D&D Beyond, just look up at the top where it says Dex, top left.
Top left.
Ah, +1.
All right. The goblins are going to go before you because they have +2. So Dan will say that Grin gets to go first. Crank has its privileges, followed by other goblins, followed by Gamika. Let's see, Caleth or Grumella, who has a higher dexterity modifier.
I have a +2.
What was Caleth? Or what was Bugbear's, Dan? +2 also?
Bugbears, I believe, are also +2, yes.
Shelley, roll a quick D20. It's tiebreaker.
20.
I have rolled a die off
I
the
rolled a
desk.
15.
If you rolled
All
off
right.
the table,
Nice.
then it's,
I have rolled a 14. You get to go first, or before them specifically. So I'm reordering them. Bugbears, Krong, and Enavan. Okay, so we've got everybody in order. So, you get a surprise round because they did not see you coming. So for this first round of combat, the goblins and bugbears do not go. You go, and then they will join in on the next round. So, Belle, I think you are first. You are standing right at the threshold to the Hall of the Redwater Queen. What do you want to do?
I'm going to pull out my crossbow as I run in.
Bell and fools run in.
They do. 4, 5. So I'm going to go as far as my little legs can carry me.
Mhm.
And I am going to shoot a crossbow bolt at this goblin to below me and to the right.
This one over here.
Yes.
All
that
right.
pillar.
So you just run right in to the middle of the room. This is a choice. This is a thing you're doing.
Mhm.
I will say as you run, you pick out several more targets, goblins lurking behind some of the columns and up on the balcony around the room. The balcony is the wood part of the floor. You see that? So that part's raised up above all of you. But you see there's a goblin who basically hears someone running into the room and turns around and sees you with a crossbow.
And 14.
I think we've established that goblin's armor class is 15, unfortunately.
Dang it.
So your
Okay.
arrow hits the wall right next to him. He looks very startled.
All right, I'm just gonna shout to everybody to look above.
right.
And that is my turn. I
Look
guess.
I look up.
Yep. Yeah, everyone looks up. Excellent.
They're all still in the hallway, so it's very confusing.
Yes.
Enjoy the ceilings. They're the classic dwarven craftsmanship.
Surprisingly high.
Yeah.
Great
Everyone
masonry.
really focuses on the tile work, and no one really gives enough attention to that the brushwork of the polished ceilings. Rosemary.
Ooh, ground molding.
I have a quick question. If
Yeah.
it says bonus actions in combat, two weapon fighting, then that does not mean two-handed weapon, does it?
No.
That just means you can use a weapon in each hand, but you can still attack with a two-handed weapon. That's just
Yeah, no, I
depend-
wanted to do a spell, a cantrip, and an attack. Okay, then I am going to just double check here. Yep, Grin is 50 feet away from me, so I'm
Indeed.
going to use Vicious Mockery, which has a range of 60 feet, and remind him that he ran away to Mummy.
All right, Dan, I think based on the rough day that was yesterday for Grin, Grin would have disadvantage on any saving throws vis-a-vis Vicious Mockery, provided that Rosemary provides us with an appropriate mocking.
Well, he's Mummy's little boy, so...
All right.
boy.
Okay, so I need to roll. Ooh. Sorry.
Do you roll or does he roll for Vicious Mockery?
I believe
I think he
Grin
does
has
it.
to roll.
He does.
I think
Yep, he
does it.
needs
He does.
12 to save.
Right. He
12
does.
save,
Is
and
it
this is what
charisma
kind of
or
wisdom?
Charisma saving throw, right?
Charisma or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
not Grin's specialty.
Grin does
In
not have the
case
best
anyone
wisdom.
had not pieced that together from
Right.
his life story.
Well,
so
I
far.
rolled a 9 and a 6, and Grin's wisdom is -1, so neither of those is
5.
gonna make it. So Grin, he raises his finger. He's about to say something, and then it just
That's 3 damage.
I just want to. It hurts. It hurts
Right,
in the chest.
I'm putting 3 damage on Grin. And I believe it is more than just 3 damage because I believe there's also an after effect to it. I think.
Yes, that's correct. He gets disadvantage on his next attack, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, disadvantage on the next attack roll before
So-
the end of the next turn.
So that is an emotional blow has been dealt to him as well.
Also,
All
Gameka,
right.
you probably would have needed to move at least to the doorway in order to
Yeah,
see
okay.
Grin, in order to mock him. You could yell around the corner. I think it would probably just lose a little bit of its punch there.
Okay, I will officially move here.
Who
then.
said that? Why?
Why is the voice from nowhere mocking me?
Caleb, I think you are next. You said you had your longbow out, which I think has
Yes.
a
I'm
very
gonna-
long range.
Does I'm going to move to the back. I'm staying in the hallway, but I'm going to move directly in the line of the door.
Mhm.
And I
Classic
take-
archering.
Classic. And I'm going to take aim at the queen, who is
Ooh.
in my line there. Let's see what we get.
I love the
We have
suspense that
a
she's
12.
creating.
An arrow shoots at the queen. The queen sees it coming and bats it out of the air with one hand, and her voice booms across the hall. Well, who dares to attack me, the queen of Redwater? Coward!
You don't have to give my name, rank, and serial
I think
number.
my Vicious
can-
Mockery might still be,
Yeah.
like echoing around, so I might just go, na 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 na.
Thanks. I appreciate
That's just
that.
rude. This is my home.
Caleb, if you're a ranger and they ask you your name, you have to say otherwise.
But I am not. I am a
You know,
sorcerer,
you're
and I
right.
don't feel like there's any advantage to my
No.
answering the question.
No.
Rangers are good at entrapment. That's how they catch game.
Thank you, Monty. All right. Well, how fortuitous that you have attacked the Queen of Redwater, for it is now her turn.
Surprise
the-
round.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Ha ha ha.
She stands up and then she sits down again.
How fortuitous it is that you attack the Queen of Redwater, for she glares at you with angry eyes, paralyzed in surprise. It is Kronk's turn.
Oh God.
In a way, who is the real
How
Queen of
long are
Queen of Redwater?
bugbears?
it is Kronk.
I will start by using a cunning action to hide out here in the hallway where it should be.
where no one can see me.
And it is
already
a good thing that I have this convenient inspiration,
Yes.
Mhm.
guidance. Well, anyway, it's 11, 18.
All right, you have hidden even from your own friends.
Great. Now I will sneak in silently, thusly, and shoot. Actually, no, I'm just going to stab this goblin in the corner that I saw
All
that
right.
came in.
So just to be clear, these things are nice. These circles on the map are intended to read as pillars that you
Yeah.
could potentially be hiding behind. I don't know if other people read those as pillars or as pits, but they are
Well, in
pillars.
this case,
All right.
I can
We're in
barely
the
see
pit.
him.
I read that book.
And my big furry arm comes flying around. You know the drill. Oh, that's a natural 20. It's going to get
Yeah.
real ugly now.
All right.
Guys.
Well, I'm just gonna Monty.
No,
You don't.
no. I want to say a big number.
All right, Monty. I'm gonna put the red X on him now, though.
47.
You kill that goblin's entire family.
Yeah, that would kill a lineage
And
of
his
goblins.
descendants.
like backwards though. Like
Yeah, like somewhere
This goblin
a
was never
town of
even
goblins drops dead.
yeah, falls
Killing you
into
back
the
to your
earth.
grandpa.
Great, great, great grandpa.
All right, I'm gonna say some of the other goblins are intimidated by this.
I would be.
All right,
Intimidated by what? As far as they know, one goblin just dropped dead from an unseen source.
No, I think it's more that he got
Okay, but he
smashed to
didn't
smithereens and
drop-
their goblin
Yeah, he didn't
toes
drop dead.
flying.
He ejected all of his blood in one movie.
That's a thing
Their
goblins
goblin
can
toes
do.
flying.
Yeah.
And as the blood explodes out, then it reveals me as all the blood hits me. Like, oh, there's
Yeah.
that bugbear.
Now it's just you against
Yeah.
a black background, but with just like a blood-shaped
He's
crawling
just
outline.
eyes.
It's like
Yeah.
an Invisible Man movie where
Yeah.
paint
Yeah.
fits the
Right,
Invisible
exactly.
Excellent.
Man. The end.
Awful, but excellent. Anavan, you stand at the threshold to the Hall of the Redwater Queen. Caliph and Gemika are back there with you. Krong and Bellin have run in. What shall you do?
Anavan will enter the room and come across to go over here.
All right, so you
And
head into the
hide.
room. There's a convenient
Yeah.
pillar.
Yes.
Cover behind.
Yes. And he will cast let's see, within 30 feet. Let's see what we've got.
You got a lot of goblins within
Yeah.
30 feet, do you? You don't.
Yeah.
I don't think Grin or the Queen is within 30
Right.
feet.
Okay. So so he's gonna cast Bane on the three goblins that are off to his immediate left, the right screen right.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Screen right, stage left. Got it.
Yes, exactly. So and they must all make charisma saving throws.
All right.
Are
charisma
goblins
saving
known to
throw.
be charismatic?
No, they have a negative charisma modifier. All
That's
right.
culturally biased.
Well, these goblins do. There is stuff in D&D where there's a lot of cultural bias in D&D. All right. So the first goblin got a 7. The
Okay.
second goblin is fantastic. This goblin here, we are all going to invest in heavily. This goblin has a rich backstory because he rolled a critical on his charisma check.
All right.
Whoa.
This is, he has to work as a guard, but this is a bard among goblins.
Right.
Dan, please provide a name for this goblin.
This goblin is Vreegan, Vreegan.
Is that like-
Reagan.
With an apostrophe in there.
It can be if you want it.
All right.
He wasn't
Vreegan.
born with the apostrophe, but he added it himself
He
for like
added
some
it.
style
Well,
later.
for showmanship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Vreegan is just amazing. He will not be overcome by the Bane, and you can just tell that Vreegan has a natural stage presence. The cameras love Vreegan,
Right.
but the other two did not do well. The other one also.
Yeah, so he is about to change his stars. So great job, Regan. But for the other unnamed goblins,
Mhm.
they must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw that they have to make.
So every time
from-
they attack or saving throw, they do so at a penalty.
it is yes for 1 minute as I concentrate.
Which is a long time in a fight.
It is.
All right.
That is
I have
correct.
put little skull
merely
symbols on the
adopted
two.
the dwarven mind. I was born in. Sorry, had to
I
be
have
done.
put
It's a
skull symbols
contract
on the
thing.
two Bane.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. On the two Baned goblins, I have put a heart symbol on Regan because
Because you love him.
Yes.
And
All right.
As a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything.
Oh.
Do a little,
Okay.
So there we
do a
go.
little soft shoe.
Right.
All right.
Right.
So, we have concluded the surprise round. Now we are back at the top of round 2 of combat, which is no longer a surprise round. Bell-Lynn, you get to go first.
Okay, I am going
Oh, you're
to
going, are
run
you?
up to Grin the Goblin
Oh,
with
no.
my Morning Star out.
Grin, as we might remind you, sobbing heavily.
Yes.
I just want him to pay for
Mommy's
the
little
water,
boy.
and they didn't want to pay for it. I'm
Yeah.
doing my best.
He
Well-
has been emotionally devastated by Gemika. Also, you are now, I'll just point out, Bell-Lynn has just like run across the entire throne room. Bell-Lynn is just one dwarven warrior that is basically at this point surrounded by goblins and bugbears.
Just
But
the
you
way
have
she
chosen
likes
the
it.
glass jaw of this operation, Grin the Goblin.
Yeah, I rolled a 9 versus AC.
That's not going to hit Grin the
Um,
Goblin.
Yeah, I think it goes over his head.
As
It
you
is short.
swing, he like bends over in a sob.
Mhm.
Kind of like
And I'm just like, you could make this stop at any time if you would just unblock the dam. I'm gonna pull out my warhammer. I'm not aiming to kill. I'm aiming to hurt. It's
somehow
a 14
scarier.
Yeah.
14 versus AC.
That will also not hit Grin the Goblin.
So another whiff above the head. A little
Yeah.
bit closer this time.
This time,
I
like,
feel,
he,
Can I
but-
trim his hair?
He like laughs
Yeah.
backwards, and this time
It's
it like
it is hard to trim hair with a morning star, but
No,
I'll
this is a
try.
warhammer.
I'll try.
okay. Or
Oh, yeah,
warhammer.
with a warhammer. Yeah, that is the natural hair trimming tool of Dungeons and Dragons.
What can I say? Goblin hipster barbers are doing their own thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Dan.
Goblin
It's the
Hipster
moment you
Barbers
waited for.
is a terrible ska band.
Goblin hipster barbers are doing it for themselves, y'all.
Yeah. Grin the Goblin, emotionally devastated by a vicious mockery.
I'm
Confronted by
just
a
doing my
dwarf.
job.
Are they?
It's disadvantage on his next attack as a reminder.
He'll sort of like take a half-hearted, like sobbing sweep with his short sword at Bellin, who's standing in front of him. But
With disadvantage,
yeah, his heart is not in it.
even though he is literally in front of his boss.
His heart is not in it, and yet he still got a 20.
All
Rolled
right.
an
Wow.
18 and a 16. You go, Grin.
Yeah.
that's why
One
he's the
lucky
boss.
goblin.
So 20, Bellin.
Yeah.
That will be. You'll take 5 damage.
Okay.
Oh, I should
I'm
mention,
sorry, he says as he stabs you with the sword.
Bellin, I should have mentioned, since you ran all the way across the throne room here, you can see off to the side here, it was kind of tucked away behind a pillar. There is some kind of prisoner. Seems like there's some kind of small creature chained to the wall with a burlap sack on its head.
He's got a bag on his head. He must be a Knicks fan. Am I right? Hey,
Hey, what is this? The unknown comic?
right,
You guys are all as old as me, right?
right.
It's
Literally
like,
no idea what anybody's talking about right now.
I know that that's a thing, but
Same.
There's-
And I'm kind of old. I usually get old references.
From the Gong Show.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear God.
There's someone in chains over here.
Dan, Monty, I was going to say, I think I only kind of got that reference from that movie that postulates that the host of the Gong Show was also a CIA assassin.
Oh,
Chuck Barris, Confessions
Yeah.
of a Dangerous Mind.
yeah, I've seen that.
Yes.
Ah. Ding, 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 ding.
All right. So Grin has stabbed Bell. This is where things are going to get complicated because the next turn is all of the goblins, and there are a lot of them, though one of them has been dispatched already by Krog. Let's see. What are they going to do? I think some of them have short bows and some of them have little scimitars. So some of them are going to hang out on the balconies and some of them are going to come in for the fight. So this goblin who had been, you had fired at Bell, runs over and tries to stab you in the back with a scimitar.
Rude.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
5 damage. Bell, how are you doing?
You know, I've had better days.
All right. This goblin over here on the balcony, he is going to go kind of scamper over to the top edge of the balcony here, and he's going to lean over, and he sees Enovin behind the pillar here and take a shot at you with his short bow. Enovin, I'm going to say it's not an easy shot for him, so you have +2 to your armor class.
And he's baned, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
and he's baned.
And he is baned.
So he's not going to hit, but I'm going to tell you how badly he did in a second.
Okay.
He would have gotten a 9, but because of Bane, it's an 8. Oh, you know what? I forgot to apply Bane to your attack, Belle. Would a 15 have still hit you?
No.
All right, then you did not take 5 damage.
Okay.
All right, thanks. I got to remember that.
Yeah.
So, thanks to Bane, a goblin took a swipe at Belle and missed. A goblin took a shot with a crossbow at Enovin and didn't hit. Regan, the star archer of the goblins, the sharpshooter with a heart of gold, takes its crossbow, sweeps it across the field here. Krong, are you currently hidden, or did that go
No,
away?
when I attack, I am unhidden. I am now just kind of standing around in the middle of the room.
Regan finds a intimidating bloodstained hobgoblin in his sights, and he fires at Krong. He has rolled a 7.
Well, that's not going to hit me. What are you?
All right.
What are we talking about here?
All right.
Is he just providing toothpicks?
Well, so a bolt hits the pillar next to you. Let's see. That was my first 3 goblins. I got 3 more over here. This one also runs out behind a pillar and charges Belle. Belle, you would now have 3 goblins around. I don't know what's going on in the chat.
It's not important. Don't worry about it.
All right,
I was trying to post a picture of the unknown comic, and it went very badly.
Okay. All is well. I was trying to make sense of that, which was a mistake.
Yes.
Read it out loud. Read it out loud.
All right.
The image URL was a little longer than it looked in the browser.
It's not a URL. It's
Bad news.
64 encoding.
Well, it's a URL here.
What happens to URLs when they cross the internet? No one
Yes.
knows.
Well, I have bad news.
Okay.
This goblin, the third goblin to engage with you, rolled a critical. So I'm rolling double damage. Could have been worse, but it's not great. You'll take 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
You still up?
Yep.
All right. This goblin, I think they don't like that Belle has engaged with their leader. So they're just the last 2 goblins. Short bow shots on Belle.
I'm right here.
I rolled a 17 and a 13.
17 hits.
All right, that is 5 arrow damage. So you have been peppered with arrows and scimitar slashes.
Okay. I need some healing. I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie.
but you're not dead.
I'm not down. Yeah.
That's what, honestly, that's impressive. So I think Gamika, you are next.
I have Healing Word as a bonus action, so
Mhm.
I'm just going to continue the Vicious Mockery on Grin the
Do
Goblin
you know
to start with.
what your range for healing word is?
It's contact, isn't
60 feet.
No,
Oh,
60
60
feet.
feet.
Yeah, it's pretty
Healing
far.
word's pretty far range. I will also just mention to Caleth and Gamika, health is a team resource.
Yep, I have 1 spell slot remaining, but I'm going to use Healing Word on Belle because,
All right.
Belle's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So that's my bonus action. But before I get to my bonus action, let's continue Vicious Mockery. And this time, Grin, I'm very sorry. You have 7 toes.
Oh.
Grin, how do you
This
feel
is
about
something terrible
It's
for
possible
goblins.
that's good for goblins. I don't know.
No,
Let's
it's
find
bad
out.
for goblins.
Wisdom
that?
and
Maybe it's 7 is unlucky for goblins. Canon.
Tony, does he still have disadvantage on his resistance here?
From the last thing.
Well, you
I
gave him
don't-
disadvantage because he had a bad day rolling to
Oh.
resist the vicious mockery.
I think he's doing better now. He's
Okay.
been joined by
He
his
stabbed
friends.
Belle and it actually hit,
Yeah.
so he's feeling a little
Yeah.
better about himself.
Yeah.
Need to get back to work.
Still, he rolled a 10, which I think is not quite enough to resist.
No, needs
Nope.
12. So, unfortunately,
7
this only
toes,
does-
like between my 2 feet. 3 on one. How did you know? I've been wearing
it's 4 on
shoes
and
for
5 on the other.
years.
The other goblins seem aghast at this news and also realize that, strangely, despite many of the goblins being barefoot, Grin
wear shoes.
always
Carefully wear
wears
shoes.
socks with sandals.
How much damage was that?
1. Unfortunately, it was not a particularly good piece of
All right.
mockery.
Yeah.
All right, and then I am casting my healing word on Belle. And I believe I need to roll a 1d4 plus 2, which gives me 5 to heal Belle.
Up to 9 of 22.
Okay. It could be worse.
Could be worse.
Yeah, look at the bright
I
side.
mean, at least there's 9 now instead of 4.
All right. Caleth, you are next up in the order. You're still on the threshold. You're a sorcerer ready to sorcel or
Ready
dagger
to sorcel. Well,
or, you know.
I think I'm going to need to go in because even though I have this longbow, it's like one straight shot
Mm-hmm.
in. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to get behind this pillar. Hi, dead goblin. How are you?
Mm-hmm.
And
He does not respond because he's dead.
Good to know. It's very, very good to know.
That's a classic way to test if the goblin is pretending to be dead or not.
It's true.
I mean, his
I
toes
probably
were rolling around on the floor. Grin's frantically
Mhm.
trying to stick them on.
Mm.
So.
I can get up to 10 or
Yeah,
11.
goblins have-
11 is
Do we
better.
count?
Goblins,
We count
goblins
pocket
usually
toes,
have
right?
2 toes,
Yeah.
1 on each
I
foot.
mean, as much fun as it is to see Grin continue to be mocked. Where is our prisoner? I've lost track where our
The prisoner is on the east. Oh, sorry. How I mix up east and west. Western on the left side of the wall here. So actually, looking
Not
out
far
from
from me.
behind the pillar, you've got kind of a straight shot view of the prisoner. Looks like the prisoner is chained to the wall. The prisoner seems like he's kind of on the short side. He is, are manacled to the wall, and their feet are just kind of dangling because they've been chained up by their arms. It seems like there's some kind of like large pit dug into the ground next to the prisoner.
Also, they
But there's-
only ran for a very short number of episodes, but have become wildly popular for some reason.
R.I.P. Diana Rigg. Anyway, so prisoner not too far from me though. So
No.
and not particularly well guarded at this moment because there's this battle going on.
I mean, he is. It does happen to be a goblin right above the prisoner.
So he does. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and aim my longbow at that goblin
Oh,
because I
okay.
would like to help the prisoner out. And that is gonna give me.
Is there any cover on the balcony?
I will say they have partial cover, so they get +2 to their defenses.
I have a 17.
That hits. That's the number to hit, even with +2. So you fire your longbow confidently from behind that pillar and catch that goblin, who totally did not know that you were even in this situation. Roll me some damage.
Roll some damage. Sorry, clear. I always forget to clear. And then we roll again. And we have a 15.
What? That's unnecessary. All right.
When I kill them, they're
Yeah,
killed.
that goblin did not know what was going on. An arrow just
Nice.
goes through one side of his head, out the other, and he slumps over. There is another goblin up on the balcony that may now be aware of your existence, Caleth. Though I would say you have pretty good cover from him because you've taken up this little sniper spot behind.
All right.
The
Well,
pillar.
I think I'll keep my sniper spot and just hang out for a little bit.
All right, and so the battle against the Queen of Redwater rages on. You have taken out some goblins, but many other goblins and bugbears remain. Chief among them, the Queen of Redwater and her bodyguards. It seems like this will be a big, intense fight. Will all of you make it through? Will you defeat the Queen of Redwater? How badly will Grin the Goblin be disgraced? And what of our prisoner? What is the identity of this strange creature chained to a wall here? Will you save them and secure them away from these horrible goblins and bugbears here in the Redwater Keep? And will you thusly return water to the good people of Whitesparrow? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill. The end.
Woo!
For now.
for now.
Dum, bum, bum.
Live stream
Bum, bum,
and bootleg. I
bum.
think we are going to take a 10-minute break and then play some more Dungeons and Dragons.
Awesome.
Does that
We'll
sound
be
okay,
right
players?
back.
That
Yeah.
sounds great.
Cicero, I'm wearing my Black Panther shirt.
Nice. Look at that.
Woo!
It's all that symmetry.
All right. I'm
Hello.
All right,
Right.
we're live.
Everyone
Hello.
freeze.
Hello, live stream. Hello, bootleg. We're gonna play some more Dungeons and Dragons in just a second. Thank you for listening and joining us, whether on the bootleg feed or on YouTube or wherever you are. It's time to play Dungeons and Dragons. Anything we need to do before we play Dungeons and Dragons?
Quiet, Tony. The live stream can't see us if we're quiet.
That's true.
Yeah.
If we can't see them,
Right.
they can't see us.
See us. Yeah.
I mean, I can turn my camera off too.
Oh crap! Hold on. Hold on. Speaking of turning things off, let's turn off Alexa.
Oh, and the sump pump.
Things are about to get serious.
Ah, the sump pump.
That
Remember
would be a
those
great
days?
set of names for adventurers just to cause trouble.
The sump pump.
No, like you have Siri, you have
Oh.
Alexa.
Yeah, mine is named Hey Google.
Yeah.
Not you.
That sounds like a dwarf to me.
I will tell you, there is a comically named. Oh, this is a teaser. This is in our next mini adventure. We have a set of new players, including some people who will be new to Total Party Kill, and one of them has a dumb name. I mean, their character. Not the person.
Yeah, he kind of has a dumb name in real life too.
Whoa, 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 whoa! One of their
Is
characters.
he
has a dumb
listening?
name. I don't know. So I didn't specify who. So it's up to. We'll see who infers that they're.
We
the dumb
know it
person.
is a male person. So
Yeah,
that's
Dan
half
said
of the
that.
people.
Sorry, that's
Yeah,
on me.
yeah.
Nice going, Dan.
Yep.
Yeah, Dan, you've been demoted to something else.
To half goblin.
I can go.
No, I really need you to be here.
The assistant manager.
Yeah.
Who does
Cicero,
all
we
the
good?
real work?
Oh yes, we are good.
Are good. All right. Let us do the thing. Hello, nerds. Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a dungeon master. Today, we are continuing the adventures of the Queen of Redwater. Allow me to introduce our players. They will introduce their characters. But first, allow me to introduce my assistant to the regional dungeon master. That's right. Dan Morin has finally worked his way into the opening credits of the adventure. Dan, thanks for being here.
It's good to be here. If you're the dungeon master,
That's
I
enough
guess
out of Dan.
okay.
He gets the special guest star credit.
No time for that. Let's meet our adventurers. First up, we are going in initiative order here. It is Monty Ashley.
It's me, Monty Ashley. I am playing Krong, a bugbear rogue who moves silently and kills too much, honestly.
Wow,
It's true.
that got like weirdly moral and like questioning at the end
Yeah.
there. Like, oh, should he kill
Yeah.
less?
Therapy required.
Mm. Next up, it's Cicero Holmes. Hi, Cicero.
Hello. I am playing Enovan, the Azamar cleric, who was promised cats for saliva harvesting and has not found them.
We definitely made them canon a couple episodes ago.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'd just like to point out, Cicero, you did not tell me about this before the adventure.
that
If
is
you had,
correct.
I would have been obligated to work it in, but because you surprised me, I've tried to work it in and failed. I'm just saying, no one inspect. There's an entire lake. Did anyone inspect that lake? For all you know, that was a lake
Swimming
of cats.
cats.
Yes.
Yeah. But I digress. Next up, it's Aline Sims.
Hello, I play Bellin Greybeard, the mountain dwarf fighter.
Have you had a gray beard this whole time?
You haven't noticed?
Oh, sorry. Wasn't sure if it was just a family name.
It was magnificent, but
Oh,
wow.
yeah. Also joining us, Rosemary Orchard.
Hello, I am playing Kameka, the high elf bard, who has been very impressed by the extremely decorative, braiding on Bellen's beard this entire time. I particularly like the little flowers in there, though I've noticed a couple of blood spots are, potentially matting things up.
Mm-hmm. And last, but certainly not least, it's Shelley Brisbane. Hi, Shelley.
Hello, it is I, Kalis Leiden, the high elf sorcerer. I also have a dagger.
Indeed, you do. All right, what is happening? Our adventurers are dealing with a threat to the town of Whitesparrow. A gang of goblins and bugbears has cut off the flow of water to the farms in and around Whitesparrow, and you have gone to negotiate with them. That did not go well, so you snuck up to their base on an ancient dwarven dam. You have fought your way into the keep atop the dam and have come to the very end of the adventure, the throne room, the heart of this whole operation, and you have come face to face with the Queen of Redwater herself, an immense, mean, nasty-looking bugbear that rules over this clan and seeks to extort all of the people in the valley for access to the flow of water. Speaking of the Queen of Redwater, I believe we are joining the combat in process at the start of her turn. Is that not correct, Dan?
That's correct. The Queen of Redwater rises from her throne, magnificent the throne is, and pulls out a very nasty-looking morning star. Belle, you have a morning star. This morning star looks amazing to you. It looks like the kind of morning star that you've dreamed of. And she sort of, taps it in her hand and says, well, 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 you have refused to pay for access to the water I so graciously provided, and now you storm into my home and attack my people. For that you shall perish! And she advances off the throne directly at Bellin, who is in front of her. And
Good recap.
There you go. Previously on! Swings her morning star viciously at Bellin.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. She didn't roll great, but she does have a pretty sweet morning star. So let's see how that goes. I think that's going to be a 13.
Nope.
Okay. So she takes a big swing and goes for it, and it just sort of, bounces off your armor.
Ah.
Durr! Rawr! That's fine, Bugbear.
All right. The Queen of Redwater has spoken. Next up is the pair of bugbear bodyguards that she has. The bugbears kind of look to the queen for direction on where they should go.
The queen waves them down the hall to deal with the rest of the interlopers.
All right. Let me just check then. How far can they go? I think that Krong is within range of this first bugbear. It vaults across the throne room, stomping through the bits of bugbear and goblin food that has been discarded here, the stained dwarven tapestries, and makes a beeline for the other bugbear that has betrayed their own kind. I don't know. It's unclear how bugbear culture works. But Krong, a bugbear, comes up in your face, swinging a morning star. That is a 14 to hit.
That is my armor class.
All right. This bugbear just gets you right in the ribs with a huge spiky morning star. You take 11 piercing damage.
Oh my, so much damage. I would now like to use this ability I keep forgetting about called Skirmisher. You can move up to half your speed as a reaction when an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet of you without provoking opportunity attacks.
All right. So you have taken a morning star to the ribs and are now skirmishing away.
And I just kind of stagger and just make
You
a huge
stagger
production
into
out of
the
it.
throne room.
Lean against the pillar and then end up over here.
All right. Well, let's see. I think the other bugbear is going to head over here. He heads also across the Great Hall in the direction of Enevan. He has to move twice to get there. He kind of comes around one side of the pillar and does not have enough. He had to move twice to get there, so he doesn't have an action to take an attack. But he has closed with you, Enevan. So there's a huge hulking bugbear wielding a morning star, glowering down at you and looking rather unhappy. Hey, speaking of bugbears, it's Krong's turn.
I would like to continue staggering and coughing up blood until I'm over here behind this pillar. And I would now like to hide.
Okay.
19.
You are very hidden.
And now I stop coughing and silently come around to the pillar and from way over here, stab at the Queen of Redwater.
All right. You hear some kind of muffled mumbling from the prisoner that you just skirted past as you hid behind the pillar.
It's going to be okay. Don't worry. I whisper ominously in his ear. Then
right.
With advantage, 11 to hit the Queen.
That
Dan
glances off the Queen's tough hide armor.
Nice hide armor, Your Majesty.
Are you flirting with the Queen
way
of Redwater?
to play both sides. No. Curry favors her.
She's a queen, you guys.
Calling
I am
himself
done.
queen.
Enovan.
It is my turn. I am going to look at this bugbear. That I'm aware that this bugbear has closed the gap, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, then the bugbear needs to be aware that Enovan has cast command on that bugbear.
All right.
And let's see. The command that Enovan yells to them is something Grin was familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Enovan says, grovel to the bugbear. And the bugbear needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Not bugbear's specialty. Let's see. The bugbear gets a 9. I suspect that is not good enough.
Yes, so the bugbear must fall prone and end its turn.
All right. So let me just make sure I got the order of operations here.
Do we have bugbear left and bugbear right?
Yeah, they might have names.
Yeah, left and right.
Okay.
Left bear and right bear.
Wow, Rosemary, way to break them down into names.
I mean, we could have gone with east and west. Your choice.
You know what? Let's call them east and west because the goblins. That's
Yeah.
So the east bugbear is going to grovel, and basically will spend its turn groveling. It's not even its turn yet, obviously, because it's still your turn.
That was Enovan's turn.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not about that fighting life. He's just about that commanding people life.
Yeah. This is the grovel symbol that I put on him. All right. Bellin, you are surrounded by goblins and one bugbear queen. How's life?
Good.
This was the plan?
Yeah, I definitely had a plan. For sure. Had a plan. All right. Well, I am not going to use 2-weapon fighting. I am just going to use my warhammer and strike at the queen.
All right.
2 hands. That, my friends, was a crit.
That's the way to do it.
All right.
And that is 20 points of damage.
What?
Whoa.
Dan, is that allowed?
Whoa.
I don't think so. I think that's against the rules.
Yeah. Let's call it 2019. No, 20 damage. Wow. Dan, I'm just checking. Is there anything awesome that the queen can do to make that not happen?
Not
don't think
as
so.
far as I know.
All right.
So just 20 damage straight up.
20 damage. Well, there is good news and bad news. The bad news is the queen took 20 damage and that is a large number. It's a lot of damage. The good news is the queen is not bloodied yet, if bloodied was a thing in 5th edition, which is not. But the queen is still doing pretty good for having just taken 20 damage. Again, an amount of damage that would kill several goblins.
And
adventurers, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am going to use as a fighter, I get a second wind, so I'm going to use my second wind to regain some hit points.
Excellent. All right, Grin the Goblin is next. Grin, you are right in the fray with Bellin, but you are viciously mocked, I believe.
Well, Grin's not feeling great. He's still a little like wiping like tears away, but he has just seen Bell attack his queen, to whom he's devoted. Said,
No, in 20 years, they're going to remake this adventure, and Grin is going to be the person that was the victim in all this.
the hero of the story. Yeah,
Misunderstood goblin.
yep,
Yeah.
that's right. Hey, keep your weapons off of her. He rolls. Wow, Grin rolled pretty well, even with disadvantage. That was an 18 to hit Bell with his little scimitar there.
Yep, got me.
So you will take some scimitar damage to the tune of 6 slashing damage.
Second wind doesn't elevate your defenses in 5e, does it?
I don't think so.
No,
Let me
I think it's
double
just
check.
lets you
I think
get some
it's
hit
just-
points.
Okay. I almost know how to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
keep
you're usually on the other side there.
All right, is that all set for Grin then?
Yes, Grin says, it's wiped away the last of the tears. It says, I'll teach you to not pay for our water.
Sorry, Dan, was that six points of damage?
That was 6 points of damage. 6
Okay.
points of damage!
All right.
One
it
less
is-
than the number of toes I have.
Oh. Too soon.
Currently have.
Yes.
It is Team Goblin next. Let me just count. I think I've still got 5
Yes.
goblins remaining.
Oh.
Yeah, 5. And they are in a range of places throughout this throne room, so they're going to make different choices about what they are going to do. Well, 2 of them are engaged with Bellin, so they're going to go for you, but one of them is baned. The bane one will be the green die in this situation as I roll 2 dice. Well, I don't think a 7 is going to hit you.
No.
This one is baned, but he rolled really well. Would a 19 hit you? Probably.
Yep.
All right. Let me see here. Goblins, you're going to take 5 slashing damage as that goblin gets you in the back.
Okay.
You still up?
Yeah, between the two of you, you took care of my action surge. So
second
I'm
wind.
glad I used that.
All right. Enovin, there's this goblin up in the balcony here who has been taking shots at you. He's going to take another shot at you. You still have cover from that pillar. And he rolled very poorly. 9 is not going to hit you. Caliph, you have drawn the attention of this goblin over behind the pillar here. It's going to fire at you. Your AC is going to be 2 higher because of that pillar. And I rolled incredibly poorly. I don't think a 6 would have hit you in any situation.
No, not at all.
All right. Vregan, the goblin rock star, is surveying the battlefield, looking for a target. Enovin is behind a pillar. I don't think he's got a clear shot at Krong. I think the best thing he's got going for him is Caliph. Caliph, I think you're slightly obscured by that pillar there. So Vregan is going to take a shot at you. Whee! That is going to be a 20.
Oh, ow.
Yeah,
I have
you
a
get
17, so yeah, you.
an arrow catches you in the
17.
shoulder. Hey, 17, you might want to get into the fray there with that. And you are going to take 5 damage from as an arrow plugs you.
All right. Ow.
Gamika, you still stand in the hallway on the threshold of the Great Hall, seeing this scene of chaos and carnage ahead of you.
I'm going to be staying out of bugbear range, which, as we know, is impressive. But I have a crossbow, and the queen is within range of my crossbow. So I'm going to fire at the queen. And I score 16.
16 against a queen. That is a queen's
Oh,
armor
sorry,
class.
19.
Okay, even
16
better.
was a
Forgot my
queen's
plus
armor
3.
class, so you definitely hit.
All right. And I score 3 damage.
3
Which
damage.
is nowhere near as good as the 20 that Belle scored, but it's something.
I've noted it. All right, all set?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Sorry,
Caleb.
I just entranced by what's happening on screen.
It's all good. Caleb, you are next. You are behind a pillar. There's a goblin that's been firing shots at you. There's also a bugbear that came over here to
Oh, I'm aware of the bugbear.
prong.
I'm aware of the bugbear.
So you've got a variety of threats and opportunities in and around your situation here.
I'm gonna move out from behind my pillar, but just a little bit, and I'm going to cast poison spray at the bugbear.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Sorcerer's bringing some sorcering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little tired of the longbow, just have to.
Well, he's at short range, right? So
Poison spray, he needs a constitution throw.
So you lob like a glob of poisonous gas at him? Is that what it is?
Yes.
I think it's like
toward a
Feel like a
creature
little
you can
orb
see
that then,
within
like,
range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. The creature
All right.
must succeed on a constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
That's potentially a lot of damage. This bugbear is relatively constitutional, but I got a 12. What is your spell saving thing?
You know that thing.
I say
Yeah.
thing.
Spell save
Saving
DC.
throw. DC. Sorry. I was looking at the other thing. It is 12.
So I believe the bugbear succeeded then, since
Oh,
it got
no.
a 12. Sorry.
That is unfortunate.
So that bugbear inhales a little bit of poison spray and then immediately exhales it.
That probably doesn't smell very good.
No, but let's be clear. This is an unpleasant experience for the bugbear, but it's not killing it.
It's gonna take a while to get the smell of the coat, though, because we know. how
Yeah,
cold
I mean,
it
there's
is.
already
true.
a lot of
That's a good point.
yeah. All right, Caleb, do you want to do anything else? You do have enough movement. You could probably duck back behind the pillar if you wanted.
I think I'll do that. Might as well.
All right,
I can still aim my longbow from here if I need.
absolutely. I think you could even throw poison spray from back there. As
I
far as
was-
I'm
I was
concerned,
wondering about
pillars are
that
great.
because I was thinking I could just reach around because
Yeah.
it says comes from my palm. So
Yeah. All right. Queen of Redwater, I think you are next. You have taken some arrows. You have taken some Warhammer attacks. What's next for you?
the Queen of Redwater is incensed. How dare you hit me with a morning star? I am the one who hits people with morning stars. And she swings her morning star back at Belle.
It was a warhammer.
How
No,
dare
it was
you
a morning star.
swing at me with a morning star?
Oh,
Right.
17.
Yeah.
Bella's taken a beating.
But she's still ticking.
Yeah, maybe not.
That is 9 piercing damage.
I had 9. Belle is
Uh-oh.
down.
Oh, no.
Bum, bum, bum.
You do have a cleric.
That's true.
Does the cleric have cat saliva? That's the important question.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, the cleric is available to prepare her last rites. So
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
the
mean,
cleric
Soul
also
will
has
be
a
at
bugbear,
rest. That'll be
so-
nice.
yeah.
Grumella,
You know, Kronk got those long arms. I bet those are great at grave digging. So, you know.
Grumella cackles as Bellin goes down.
Mage hand can always lift the coffin, right?
Mhm.
Only 10 pounds, sorry.
10 pounds. All right. East Bugbear is next. East Bugbear is still here with Enovan. He is finally closed with you, Enovan. Things are about to get real. East Bugbear swings a morning star in the direction of your head.
East
And-
Bugbear is groveling.
East Bugbear is groveling. East Bugbear his head is filled with images of swinging a bugbear at your head, but is on the ground saying, "Please don't hurt me! Please don't hurt me! Please don't hurt me!"
He is feeling shame for his thoughts.
Yes, thank you. West Bugbear, however, has had acid, or not acid, sorry, poison.
It's poison.
Poison sprayed in its general direction and does not care for that. And West Bugbear comes around the pillar at you, Caliph, and swings a morning star in the direction of your head. I don't think a 7 is going to hit your AC.
No,
All right.
still doing good.
Clang right into the pillar. flecks of rubble rain down upon you, but you are unscathed. Krong, you are back on the other side of the throne room, right up with the Queen of Redwater. What will you do?
My first question is, what's this oblong hole next to the prisoner over here?
There is an oblong hole in the ground next to the prisoner. It's like there's like kind of just a pit in the floor of the throne room. It looks like there's a bunch of spikes that have been driven into the side, and there's some kind of crude rope ladders leading down into something.
Classy.
Well, into the pit specifically, right. But down into somewhere.
I will start down these steps so everyone can see me. And as soon as
those steps go up.
I'll start up these steps.
Yeah.
And as soon as I'm here,
the ones on the other side go down.
Oh. Well, anyway, I'm going to hide once I feel like I'm far enough up the steps.
All right.
12 stealth? Question mark.
Well, the passive perception of these creatures is lower than 12, so I think you have hidden. It's probably not your best work, Krong, but it got the job done. Right. Yeah.
Well, and then again, a hairy arm swoops out from the stairs and attempts to stab the queen over here.
You're going to stab the Queen of Redwater, a bugbear who has risen through the ranks and achieved nobility?
Yep.
All right.
Wow. Krong the Queen Slayer.
We'll see about that. But
that's
19.
got a nice ring to it.
What was that number?
19, which will hit the queen.
All right. Delightful sneak attack damage.
Oh, dear.
14 points of damage, please.
Woof.
Oh.
Don't like that. If we were playing 4th edition, the queen would be bloodied. Which is to say, things are not great for
her. What's up these steps?
Well, the steps lead up to the balcony, which goes all around the throne room. You can see from here, Krong, you've got a great view. There's some big windows along the south wall that look out over the valley beyond.
Oh, cool. Okay. Thank you. That's not
postcard
I'm
worthy?
done.
What was that?
Postcard worthy?
Yeah. The whole valley with all the I imagine the postcard. You could just barely see the 6-fingered hand of Whitesparrow in the distance. So
I saw flood control dam number 3. The Zork 1 reference.
Oh. Enovin, you are next. There is a groveling bugbear at its feet, though it is, I believe, no longer magically compelled to grovel and will probably stop doing that as soon as it can.
Yes.
You do have, I think, because it's groveling, advantage if you chose to attack it.
Yeah, that is a thing that I am going to choose to do. It is just a matter of how I am going to choose to do it. And I think the choice will be a short bow right to its face. Ugh. 11 to hit.
Did you roll with advantage?
I did.
That will not hit a bugbear.
Yeah.
So you managed to fire an arrow, like basically at point blank range, into the dirt next to its head.
Yes, that was.
I mean, they're fluffy. They're difficult to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was spectacular. So, Enovin is going to then move away.
You do have a dwarven warrior in the middle of the room.
I do. There is a dying dwarven warrior that I could run towards and also be dying next to.
Solidarity.
So instead of doing that, Enovin is going to move out of range of people for a little bit.
Okay. You head back to the doorway, not far from Jemica.
Yes.
Belle Lynn, you get to do something that our listeners love, our players seem not really to care for, but people are always saying it's not fair. You call it total party kill. You don't murder anyone, except for all those times when we did murder people. Rest in peace, Gamma World. Aline, death saving throw.
Well, our listeners are gonna love this. I rolled a 2.
That is
Happy
not good.
listeners.
It could be worse.
Oh no.
You happy listeners, you've made Aline sad.
No.
Her tears, her character's blood is on your hand. It's not my fault. It's yours.
Let's hope I roll better, not worse next time.
Yeah, well, I mean, remind me in 5th edition, if you rolled a 1,
I think it counts for 2. Yeah.
That's correct.
2 strikes. And it is in 5th edition, if you roll a 20, that's real good, right?
It is really good.
Yes.
Really good.
You're
great.
stable, but
All right.
not awake,
Not
I think,
awake.
right?
That's right.
All right, things are going to get complicated here since the goblins and bugbears had all been focused on Bellin, who is down for the count. So Grin, things have suddenly, everything is looking
Tide is
great
turned.
for you. At least, yeah, one dwarf has turned. What do you want to do, Grin? There is, I think you know, there's an adventurer hiding behind the pillar. I think you could see the 2 adventurers in the doorway far away from you. I am unsure if you are aware of a sneaky bugbear up on the steps behind you.
I'm visible now.
Not hidden, but also, you know, you're not
let's have Grin do a perception roll and see if he happens to notice that Krong is back there.
all right.
With a 7, I think not. I think he just missed Krong entirely. He was so caught up in his own emotion. So he is going to advance to the middle of the room and try to get to a position over here where he can maybe take a pot shot at Anavan.
Yeah.
So this would be a short bow. He rolled a 2.
Okay.
I will not bother adding a modifier to that.
Yeah. An arrow clatters off the ground near Anavan. All right. Next up is Team Goblin. And indeed, they've got to make some choices now that their main target is down. Let me start with my archers. So I think that they are going to be focused on Caleb as the kind of ranged attack, and the melee folks will chase down Krong. So I'm going to have 3 archers roll attacks on Caleb. One of these is going to have Bane if they get close, because that's the one that's still been baned by Anavan. That's going to be I'm rolling 3 different colored die. The blue die is baned if it matters. The blue die rolled a 1. That's not going to hit. Green die rolled a 13. I think we know that doesn't hit Caleb. And a 14. What your armor class you said was like 17?
15 plus
15.
I have 2 for the pillar, yes.
All right, yeah. So a variety of like arrows clatter off the pillar as you
3
realize
on 1.
Yeah.
I laugh at your 3 on 1.
several goblins want you dead, Caleb, but none of them are great shots. So that's happening.
Through.
Yeah. The Queen of Redwater shouts orders to the 2 goblins that are still here with you. What does that sound like, Dan?
Go forth! Do my bidding and kill these interlopers!
They rush past the Queen. One comes up this side of the steps. The other one is going to take the long way around, and they are going to try and pincer Krong here on the steps of the throne room. It's very epic, people. First up, the one that is not baned is going to roll a not very impressive 12 to hit Krong.
No, sir.
The one that is baned is going to roll a critical fail. That is my second critical fail of the round. Everything is great. Jemica, you are next.
Hang on.
Oh,
Tony, I would like to use my skirmisher ability since people ended their turn so close to me.
indeed, they did.
And I'll just 1, 2 get to go wherever I want, really.
Mm-hmm.
Disney
out here.
World.
I'm gonna leave the steps.
All right. So you like skirt past this goblin that chased you up the steps, rushing back toward the middle of the throne room. Exciting. All right. Jemica, you are next. Things are getting complicated as your dwarven warrior Bell has hit the ground, and the goblins are pushing the fight back in the direction of you. Some of your teammates have had to fall back. What is going to happen?
I am going to fire my crossbow at Grimilla, the Queen of Redwater again.
All right.
And... Oh, 4.
It's not
That
gonna do
is
it.
not gonna hit.
It
Not
does.
gonna
You're
do it.
somehow, yeah, you know, maybe you didn't crank the crossbow all the way. The bolt doesn't get all the way across the room.
Yeah, it just sort of clatters by my
Clatters
feet.
to the ground,
Yeah.
harmlessly.
That bolt's still good. You can reuse that one.
Yeah, still got the price tag on it.
Yep. Do you want to do anything else from back there?
I'll be the
Unfortunately, my bonus action is not open to me as I do not have any more spell slots. So
All right.
no.
Caleb, you are behind a pillar. There's a bugbear right up in your face.
I'm actually going to move down the room, ending up at this other pillar over here, because I'd like to talk to the prisoner.
All right. No, so here's the thing. That bugbear closed with you. If you run away from that bugbear,
He can
he's going to
chase
take
me.
a swing at you.
I see.
He'll get a free swing at you. You can decide if you care about that or not. It is basically dangerous
I
to,
don't know.
to run away from the
Okay.
bugbear.
It's dangerous. So I could, let's see, I've already tried to poison spray him. He's very close to me now.
Yeah.
So I can apply
Honestly,
my dagger at this point.
Couldn't be much closer.
Right.
if he is closer, it would be
None more close.
It would be
I would be
for both
somewhat
you
dead.
and him at that point.
So I'm going to use my dagger on the bugbear.
All right.
And I am going to get. Why does this dice have a screensaver? I don't know, because every time I touch it, I have a 16.
All right. The 16 is the armor class of a bugbear. So you pull out your dagger and just stab the bugbear like in the arm. Its giant furry arm. For some amount of damage, I assume.
Right.
Should be probably a
Calculating.
D4 plus your strength.
Calculating.
Yeah, all right, tell
Calculating.
me calculating.
Calculating.
What is the math on this one here? Oh,
So-
for the dagger. Okay, I see.
Yes.
It is 1d4
D4
plus
plus-
2.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to pardon my ignorance here. Okay,
No
let's
worries.
roll 2 plus. Yeah, 2 plus 4.
All right.
2 plus 2 does equal 4. They
Right.
finally proved
And in
it.
this universe, it does, and I don't think it
You-
helps me very much. But...
Plunge your dagger into the bugbear's furry arm, and he snarls at you as there's some, as his arm is bleeding. He looks very displeased with the situation.
At least Grin can counter that
All
on
right.
1 foot.
So, Caleb, I should point out here. So you stabbed the bugbear. If you wanted to get a little bit further away from the bugbear, you could disengage, which would basically you get to kind of move around. You can't move very far, but you could move around the pillar. You could do that at your move action if you
No,
wanted.
Tony, you cannot. Disengage
cannot.
is an
Action, isn't it?
action.
Haha,
but
you're
I've
right.
had
It's
to
an
move
action, not a
before I
move.
did the. Oh,
You're right.
Okay.
Never mind that thing I said.
So I'm stuck
Wrong.
with an angry
Mm-hmm.
bugbear.
You were pretty much locked down by the bugbear.
All right.
Yeah.
Unless you want
All
to
right.
take a attack, which you
Yeah.
might evade, but you don't know. It's a risk.
You could. I mean, it's up to you. Do you want to evade the bugbear? Or sorry, do you want to? He gets a free attack on you, but maybe you don't care. Maybe you want to get away from him. He may end up just chasing you down.
I feel kind of trapped right now. So
Yeah.
so walk me through it. What must I do? What am I rolling?
You would you would just move,
Oh,
and
I
the
see. And then you
bugbear
can
would take
chase
a
me.
swing
Okay.
at you.
Got it. Well, can I do the move I wanted to do before, which was to
Yeah.
go all the way down the
So you've stabbed the bugbear and then said, "See you later,"
Bye bugbear.
and you're gonna head across the throne room.
And I'm gonna
You
go
basically
across.
you high five with Krong as you both pass in different directions.
Sorry, here we go. I lost myself for a moment. Why
All
am
right.
I
We all
on-
do
I
from
don't want
time
to be
to time.
on the pillar. I want to be behind it. Beside
I would
it.
suggest behind the pillar. So the bugbear is going to take a roll at you. And you know what? I was just looking at your character sheet right now. I think we got confused before when you said you have shield. I think we all thought that you meant like a physical shield. And I'm realizing now that you meant that you have the magic ability shield, which is better than
So
a
that would
physical
kill.
shield. You may or may not need to use that. Basically, at some point, if a bunch of people are attacking you, you could do shield, which would boost your armor class. But we
I
have learned
see.
your armor class is not bad. So this bugbear is going to take a swing at you. He has rolled a 15 which is enough to hit you. So you could decide whether can you use shield on your turn?
But I'm behind a pillar, yes?
You can.
So when you were yeah, we'll say you had partial cover. I'm gonna say you make it over to the other one without getting hit.
I see, because he was attacking before I got to
I wasn't sure which way you are moving around the pillar. If you had moved, clockwise around the pillar, he would have been really easy to hit you. If you moved counterclockwise, we'll say you had cover. So you get over to the prisoner. You have moved. You stabbed a bugbear, and you've taken up a position at the next pillar. You good?
I'm good.
All right. Queen.
Grumella now sees Krong plainly before her and snarls at him.
Drink it in.
You may be handsome. I don't know where I'm going with this.
We both know.
But you are a bugbear traitor, a traitor to all bugbear in my dominion, and for that you must perish.
Excellent taste in shoes.
Finally, it's nice to meet someone with some appreciation for fashion.
Grumella will advance and swing her morning star at Krong's head.
Does she need to advance?
I think she does. I don't do all bugbears have reach?
Do these guys not have the cool long arms?
No,
They only have. They are strange
short-armed
bugbears.
Too bad for them. Gosh.
Or
Those bugbears.
maybe they're regular armed bugbears.
I'm not judging. Not judging.
All right.
I mean, yeah, I would say their arms are pretty similar to goblins and other humanoids. It's really Krong that's got the giant long snake arms.
He was in the Goblin Basketball Association.
Yeah.
Alas, Grumella
talk about
rolled only an 11 on her attack.
Yeah.
Which I assume is not enough
Her arms are too short, man.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's the problem.
Your arms are too short to box with Krong.
Curses! If only I could reach this insolent bugbear.
Reference acknowledged.
My skirmisher ability. Nope, it was a reaction. I can only use it once. Carry on.
All right.
You did one of those oh.
East Bugbear is next. East Bugbear has to use half of its movement getting up from its grovel, and I guess is going to head over here, standing in the doorway. And let's see here. I think this is a good time to throw a javelin. Hey, Gemika, you haven't taken any damage in a while. This bugbear is going to hurl a javelin at you.
I already got stabbed in the side with one once.
19.
That's going to hit me.
5 piercing damage as a javelin hits you in the leg.
Ouch.
This bugbear, I think this bugbear is going to chase down Caleb, because you have caused a lot of problems. Yeah.
What did I ever do to you? Oh, except for the blood.
The poison spray, the stabbing. Stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you may have.
You're just trying to make friends in Bugbear.
It's not working.
Caleb, a 13, I believe it was established, is not going to hit you as this bugbear swings its morning star above your head. Krong, you are in the middle of all kinds of trouble. Bell Lynn is on the ground, bleeding profusely. The Queen of Redwater has chased you down. Other bugbears and goblins are scattered around the throne room. I have no idea what's going to happen next.
This is not really where I like to be.
In the middle of everything? Totally visible?
I'm going to stab at this bugbear over here. West Bugbear.
West Bugbear. It's short for Wesley.
Excellent roll. 24 to hit.
As you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Barely.
Bad roll on damage. 4 points, please.
Ooh.
I did not know that you could do that. All right.
I did know that you can do that.
You clip the bugbear.
Don't you get sneak attack though? Because
Yes, I do, because they're next to you.
Caleb is right there. Yeah.
Please add 7 to that. Total
that's
of 11.
That's more of a Krong roll.
Yeah, that's a cron roll.
I
Rogues.
say, I don't think I've heard a single digit roll.
Instantly.
Yeah.
A Krong roll is a delicacy served at the local donut stand.
Oh no, Dan. See, I think a cron roll is more of a local sushi roll.
Ooh.
It's named after Krong. Krong's a local celebrity.
Yeah. All right, Krong. Anything else?
I will use my cunning action to disengage with my bonus action. So long, Queen. I'm gonna go. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4.
There do seem to be goblins in
Not
almost
there.
every direction you
Yeah,
could head.
dude. There.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
All right. So Krong sprints across the throne room in the kind of toward the northwest corner, taking cover behind another pillar. Plenty of pillars I've given you all.
Thank you.
Enavan, you are in the doorway near your colleague Gemika. There is a bugbear that has stomped its way over in your direction and hurled some javelins. This bugbear looks familiar. Because it's
Yes.
the one you made.
So this bugbear has just hit Gemika and hurt my friend. I'm not happy with that.
Mm-mm.
I tried to shoot it with an arrow and I felt bad about it because it was groveling. But now I'm going to use my scythe and stab at thee, I think.
You sure it's not
And-
Sicketh?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It could be. You know what? No, the hell with this. We're not going to do that.
Uh-oh.
He is going to call forth the celestial and use the cantrip sacred flame on this east
An
bugbear.
East bugbear. So East bugbear needs to make a Constitution save.
A dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
Ooh.
7.
Does not do well.
All right.
Surprisingly undexterous bugbear.
And
Yeah.
and
They're
because it rolled a 7. Enavan also rolled a 7.
The smell, 7 points of damage.
Yes.
Enavan and Gemika, you're getting a close waft of the smell of burnt bugbear fur. The bugbear looks angry.
All right.
All right. Anything else, Enavan?
That is it for Enavan.
All right. Bellin. Hi.
Mhm.
How's the in-between world?
Floor's cold.
Yeah. Want to give us a death saving throw? Listeners love death saving throws.
Yep. Sorry to disappoint. I got a 15 that time.
All right.
All right.
On
So you've
tenterhooks
got
over here.
1 check mark and 1 X. I don't know how you're supposed to
Mhm.
visually represent it. 1 success, 1 failure.
One red and 1 green in D&D
Yeah.
Beyond.
Grin the Goblin is next. Grin is just in the middle of the room. I think not viciously mocked anymore, amazingly.
Nope.
No,
Um,
no.
Feeling good about
and
himself for the first time in a long time.
Feeling good.
He's a whole
Feeling
new
good.
Grin.
Surely nothing.
He's gonna
nothing
get out
bad.
on the town and make a new start.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can do
this
it.
could be a chance. Honestly, if all of you get killed and the Queen of Redwater dies, that's actually
It's
kind of
great
an
for Grin.
opportunity for him. Yeah.
Ooh, maybe Grin could attack the queen.
That might look bad.
Not
that might
now.
look bad.
That's
yeah.
Grin's you gotta know timing, right? It's all about
You don't
when
want to
make
give the
moves.
other
And Grin
goblins
does not. So
ideas about how to move up in the world. You know, you gotta.
If we fail, does the next group have to deal with no water and Whitesparrow?
Yeah.
Good.
There's no. So
Oh
I
man, the
think we're
rippling
the
effects.
First group? Do you think we're the first group to go out there and try and get water?
you guys didn't search too far back in that cave.
I
It
mean,
could've
they're
been full-
pretty happy to give us onion soup.
Guys, you ever
That-
seen The Prestige?
Yeah. that cave that you guys slept in, there could have been like 30 or 40 hero corpses in the back of that cave.
Yeah.
You know, just stacked like cord lumber.
I mean, I still want to go back for the shiny statue.
Grin is gonna shoot his bow at Enavan, who you can still see there, just
Yeah.
beyond the bugbear. And Grin will get a fairly respectable 16.
That will hit.
Grin's
This
Grin's
is
on
looking rough,
fire.
guys.
Yeah.
He will do 5 points of damage.
Oh, that is 30% of the damage.
I remember how to use
33
this bow.
33.333 repeating.
And I just
Percent
remembered.
damage.
I have 10 toes. I don't know why I was so confused about that.
He's just bad at math, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why he's a goblin.
Yeah, you should have made fun of him being bad at math, apparently.
he's gonna change
Yeah.
his name to Grin Ten Toes. From Grin the Goblin.
Canon. Yeah, Grin the Goblin was always kind of reductive, right? It's like
Yeah.
Tony the Human. Yeah, it's not a good nickname.
It's not the worst
Tony.
nickname
Tony the
ever.
Ten Toes, though. Ten Toe
Yeah.
Tony. Ten Toe Tony is a good name.
I'm indifferent to it.
You'll get used to it.
Well, this is my life now. So, what can you do? Team Goblin is next. There continues to be a lot of goblins in this room. Really feel like somebody should have done something about that. Not to point fingers at, but not me. Thinking maybe the adventurers. I got 5 goblins left. Is that true? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, there's a surprising number of goblins still alive here.
Yeah. Choices were made. They put a lot of damage into the queen, which if they, things may go badly for them once she dies. But for now, they are going to be peppering the room with arrows. So let's see. Also, Bellin is unconscious, so they're not going to shoot arrows at her. And Enavin and Gemika are outside of the room. So I think their choices are really, I think their choices are Caliph and Krong, who are kind of hard to hit.
The famous
At least
Klingon.
one of these guys cannot hit me. I'm sure of it.
Caliph and Krong, by the way, famous Klingon double act.
Yeah.
And I'm protected by that mean bugbear.
I mean, and a lot of pillar.
And pillars.
So
and
here's
prisoners,
what I'm going to say.
all sorts of things.
And because of where you've placed yourselves, I'm going to say that you all have, what is it, superior cover? Is that the next level up?
The highest level is full cover, which is basically impossible to target.
They don't have full cover.
So they have 3/4 cover, which gives them a +5 bonus to their ACs.
Yeah, so
Wow,
they have. Yeah, you all have Caliph and Krong. From the people that are attacking you, you have +5 as they fire just a bunch of arrows. Even though the ones up on the that we're fighting with Krong has disappeared from their view, so they're gonna. No, that's not true. That's dumb. They're gonna chase Krong down.
Chase Krong down.
Do they have enough movement to chase Krong down?
Are they sure that's a good idea? He has very long reach. What if he reaches up?
Well, these two. This one's gonna get over here. This fellow switches from a short sword to a short bow. So Krong, one goblin runs over and tries to stab you in the face. He rolled a 12. Not impressive.
He does not reach my face.
All right.
You're so tall.
2 other goblins are going to fire shots at you. You have 3/4 cover on these. If it matters, the blue die is baned. I got a 14 and a 19 minus 1 is 18.
Oh, well, if you'd kept that 19, you would have hit me.
Well, I was baned by Enavin a long time ago, so what do you want from me? Says the goblin. All right, so arrows rattle off the pillar that you have taken cover by. Caliph, the remaining 2 are going to fire at you. One of them is also baned. That's nope. Those are not numbers.
I laugh
that are
at
useful
your
for
arrow.
it. Yeah, single-digit numbers as arrows possibly head in your general direction.
This is
Caliph.
like the lobby scene in The Matrix.
Yes.
Arrows.
It's
We
hard
need
to
lots of arrows.
automatic. Yeah. Gemika, you are next. You are in the hallway still, the threshold to battle, but the battle has come to you as a bugbear. East bugbear specifically is only like a couple feet away from you, lobbing javelins at you.
All
What do
right.
you like?
Vicious mockery. The East
All
Bugbear
right.
has got it coming to him. And
Mhm.
your fur stinks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fair.
So
You're first.
East Bugbear needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Not East Bugbear's specialty. He rolled a 2 and he has -1 to his wisdom.
That's
feel
what I
like-
like to hear.
All right.
That
See,
didn't
like,
happen. Ugh.
Ugh. What is that?
I'm afraid this
Even
was
my bugbear, this is not
4
good.
damage.
All right, but the most important thing is he is intimidated and is not going to be as successful at murdering all of you.
Exactly. I'm hoping he'll
I
be
put-
considerably less successful at murdering me.
I have put what I intend to be read as the mocked symbol on the bugbear.
Hey,
Gemika,
Tony?
anything else? Yeah.
Can I remember to use my skirmisher ability, or is it too late?
No, go for it.
All right. Then, because he ended his turn next to me, I'm going to wander over here.
Wander. You just like stick your hands in your pockets. You're like strolling
Right.
away.
Wandering?
Whistling a little. Yeah.
I feel like Krong is basically incapable of traversing terrain, not in some kind of cartoon character format.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All right. Do, 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 do.
Excellent. All right. Back to Gemika. You have viciously mocked East Bugbear. Would you like to do anything else?
East Bugbear does not have ridiculously long arms. Am I correct?
No. He got
Okay.
what we would
T-Rex
consider
arms.
normative arms. No,
Okay.
he has standard arms. His
He
arms
has
are like
weird
half
short
his torso.
arms.
Yeah.
And
One-
is
one
the
T-Rex
javelin a distance weapon or a close weapon?
It can be javelins. Let me tell you about javelins. They could be used either way, but probably if you were up close to him, he also has a morning star that he would be happy to hit you with.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna just move backwards a little bit towards the northeast. Not a lot, just enough to make Anaphan a slightly more enticing target.
I'm just gonna
I'm
ask.
sorry,
just
Anaphan.
as this is just it's okay. We're still just gonna ask as a friendly dungeon master question. Who has better armor class, Enovan or Gemika?
I would
12.
I would hope that it was Gemika. Yes, that is correct. It is Gemika.
But
I'm
I also
11.
only have 6 points left.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So it's not like one of you is secretly. There is a classic total party kill mini adventure moment where there's a fight in a wine cellar. Monty was there, and basically the players all took turns like retreating behind each other, thinking that everybody else was the tough guy in the fight. And I had to be like, oh, okay, hold on a minute. One
This
of you
isn't a
has to
Marx
be prepared
Brothers
to take a
routine,
punch
guys.
here.
Settle down.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
only have 6 hit points left, so
So the next hit you take is probably not going to be great. for you.
yeah, hence
Will
the
be your
retreat.
All right.
last.
Slight retreat.
Yes.
Caleb.
I really want to get this bugbear off my back, quite literally. And I'm just, I'm just going to have to do it again. I'm going to have to use the dagger.
Mhm.
So let's roll that dagger. I got a 2. +2. I got 4. Because I have proficiency.
Yeah, that will unfortunately.
I know that's not going to help me a lot,
Yeah.
is it?
The bugbear, you slice near the bugbear. There's some fur, tufts of fur. The bugbear looks down at you and just.
Perhaps he's mocking me viciously
Yeah.
as well. Well, I think it might be time to use my shield. So
Mhm.
having attacked him, does that give him the opportunity to attack me that he wouldn't otherwise have? Because he's right there. He could attack me at any time. But
So he would attack
he
you
could
on
on
his
his turn.
turn.
What are you thinking of doing?
I'm gonna use my shield.
So your shield is
I would-
something that you use on someone else's turn. So you can use it
Oh,
as a
when they attack
reaction.
me.
When they attack
Yeah.
you,
And in fact,
use it.
you get to find out what the roll is. So like,
Oh.
if I was about to hit you, if I was about to do you a bunch of damage, you could say I use shield now.
Yeah.
So
And
whereas
it
if
gives you
I
a-
roll and miss, you'd be like, well, I'm not going to use it now.
gives you a
Well, I
+5 to your
think
AC. So
the reason I came over here in the first place was to talk to the prisoner and see how the
Mm.
prisoner's doing. So I'm just going to speak to the prisoner and say, hi, how are you? Who are you? You probably
Mhm.
aren't feeling too well, but we're here to try and get you out.
Don't worry about that bugbear.
Um,
I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fluffy. It's okay.
Give me a second. Everything's great.
Relay.
All
Sure
right.
it is.
Okay,
So,
so-
Caliph, you're looking at the prisoner. The prisoner is wearing there's like a burlap sack that has been tied over this prisoner's head. The prisoner is chained to the wall by his arms. His seems to be a somewhat short fellow. And to play that prisoner, please welcome to the podcast. That's right, Dan Morin. You don't get every job. Please welcome to the podcast, James Thompson.
Hello.
Caleb, do you want to repeat what you just said to the prisoner so the prisoner can respond?
Hello, prisoner. I'm guessing that you're not doing too well, but we're here to try and help. I just wondered, how are you and how long have you been here?
Oh, no more torture. I've done everything you asked. Wait, what?
No, we're not the torturers. We're here to help you.
Oh, finally, my prayers have been answered. Wait, Krong, is that you?
Hello.
I'm not Krong.
I
Krong's
can't
over
really
there.
call out very well in this voice.
Are you a beautiful sight for these tired and admittedly confused eyes?
I like
you got
to
my
think so.
message.
Thank you. Who are you exactly?
Krong, you
Many
recognize
prisoners. You know how it is. It's always nice to meet a fan.
From the sack that has been taken off the prisoner, the recognizable face of an adventurer that you have adventured with before, one Samson Jotham, gnome artificer.
You
Nice
got
to
my
meet you.
message. I pinned a note to a small goblin child that works here. I figured you would find it eventually during your day job.
That didn't work at all.
Oh, well, you're here now.
Probably ate the note.
I'll just watch you fight. Carry on.
Drink it in. I got a catchphrase now.
Final episode.
Yes.
Found your catchphrase.
So Caleb, you've exchanged words with the prisoner, who has been revealed to be one Samson Jotham, gnome artificer, current captive of the Redwater tribe. I don't know if you are familiar with his limited reputation, but you know, he's a gnome artificer. He appears to be a co-worker, at least, of Krong, the rogue bugbear.
Best
So-
friends, I thought.
Would you like to do other things on your turn?
Well, your
I don't-
robot panda was my best
Let's see.
friend.
I don't have any sorts of healing power. I don't know what would be required to free the prisoner, and also I wouldn't want to put that prisoner in danger at this point.
It's up
But
to, you could spend your action trying to break the chains that the prisoner is being held by. There is a bugbear right behind you.
I know. I
that wants
think
to
I
murder
think
you.
for the moment I'm gonna hold on that, and I'm gonna say it's great to meet you, and I'm gonna do my best to help you. But that bugbear has gotten the best of me a couple of times, and so I don't think it would be in either of our interests for me to break the chains just now.
It's okay.
Okay.
You carry on. They're not going to kill me. They need me.
They haven't killed
Oh.
you so far. They're paying attention to us because we have weapons and things.
Mm.
So
So you have not used your action yet, Caleb, if you'd like to attack that
I have
bugbear.
not. I attacked the bugbear. Was that not my action?
Oh, did you? You attacked and didn't kill the bugbear.
I attacked and did
Yes.
not kill him. I made him madder.
All right.
So I guess I'm
So
done.
that was your action.
Mongo.
All right. Queen of Redwater, Grumella, the bugbear queen, is next. Dan, how you doing?
Valiantly trying to fix the live stream that we have broken terribly, but other than that,
Excellent.
great.
It
Not
turns out
designed
there
for
are,
an extra person.
yeah, the live streaming guest stars is challenging, but you know,
Yeah,
it'll be fixed in post.
Live stream damage points, please.
Yeah, I'm taking some serious.
The live stream may not be able
damage
to see James's face right now.
right now. Right now, it can't
Oh,
see
but
our
it's
faces,
so
Tony.
nice.
It's really.
Has James just been hanging out there waiting for his moment in the spotlight?
Yep.
Is that what
Literally
you mean?
2 hours.
Yeah.
And isn't it some ridiculous time of night for you as well?
Yep.
Yep.
23:43.
Yep.
I was told that you were like half an hour away from completing this hours ago.
Everything. I promise nothing. Dan, do you want me to steer Grumella for now?
You might do that for 1 second while I fix
All right,
this.
totally fine. All right. Grumella looks around, and I think Krong has caused a lot of trouble for Grumella. So let me just check. Speed 30. Krong, how far away did you put yourself? Ooh, 25. Excellent. Grumella marches across the throne room at Krong and leers at you and says, "You have
Maybe later.
drink it in." So it's just a thing that bugbears say all the time.
That's my catchphrase.
Yeah. Grumella swings her silvery morning star in the direction of your head and
Did you
rolled
before?
very, very low. I do not think an 11 is going to hit.
No, sir.
Krong, rogue bugbear. East bugbear is next. East bugbear chases down.
Oh, hang on. Did you just end your turn right next to me?
Yeah.
I'm going to go over here now.
You're gonna skirmish. All right. You want me to move that goblin corpse so it's easier to see on the map where you are?
Yeah, sure.
Oops. There you go. All right. Eastern bugbear chases down Enovin. Oh, that died
Uh-oh.
somewhere.
Disadvantage.
Yep. Well, he does have disadvantage. Oh, you're telling me what to do because that's smart. Well, I did roll really well, even with disadvantage. I rolled a 20 and a 19, so I think a 19 might hit you.
Yeah, just barely. by a
All
lot.
right. Sorry. You are going to take 11 damage as he hits you on the head with the side of a morning star. How are you?
11 damage?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Are you awake?
Here, hold on. Let's see. How about that? How does that?
Is that your character taking a restful nap?
Yes. I am taking a restful nap, the forever nap of death.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Well, dying.
Well.
Dying. Listeners, are you happy? 2 people
Death
are
in progress.
unconscious.
Yes.
I mean, it is the name of the podcast.
Death in Progress? Did
Final
you change the
episode.
name?
Yes. It's the Dip podcast.
I think that's a British mystery series that I have watched, Death in Progress.
Death in Paradise.
I think it's Death in Progress. I've heard of both ways.
All right.
Right. Yeah. Tomato.
The other bugbear does not like that you are messing with the prisoner. Caliph, I have rolled a not very impressive 14, which I believe we have established does not hit you. All right. Krong, you're in the corner, but there is a goblin coming one way around the pillar and a queen of the bugbears coming the other way around the pillar. A lot riding on you.
I will duck and weave and try to hide. You gonna let me roll?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a shadowy throne.
If I live to level 4, I'm taking Skulker. No one's ever gonna see me again.
Skulker, skirmisher. He does it all, friends.
13 to hide.
I'll say that that's enough.
Great. I'm going to attack the queen again.
Oh.
Let's keep 19.
19 hits.
Then here comes some sneak attack damage. Ooh. The dice all showed 1s, so a total of 6.
Oh. All right.
How is
Anything
the
else,
queen
Krong?
doing?
Not great, but also better than all of you.
Yes.
The queen started with a lot of hit points. Let's be very clear here, in that somebody did 20 hit points to her and she was inconvenienced.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
And nope, that's where I'm staying. Can't get out.
All right. Enovan. Death saving throw?
Yes, it is time for the death saving throw. Cat saliva. All right.
Is that now your battle cry? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
It's every cry.
I promise cat saliva if you somehow pull through.
Is
I
there
don't
a
know how I'm
way?
gonna do this, but
Right. Is there a way to like D&D beyond your saving throw? No. You just have to roll a D20, eh?
Yeah.
All right. They
kinda
haven't
weird.
worked. They haven't worked on that part yet. Okay.
Players never die.
Maybe the voice of Roll20 should know.
Right. Well, this isn't. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
D&D
it's not
Beyond.
Maybe D&D Beyond should hire a better voice.
There you go.
They've got Matt Mercer.
Right. So the first roll was a 14.
All right.
Nice.
That's a success.
Yeah.
That's something. Speaking of death saving throws, listeners, you bloodthirsty monsters that we do all this for, you get 2 in a row because Bellin is next.
And I got an 18.
All right. That's 2 successes.
2.
2 successes,
right.
1 failure.
Yeah.
Grin the Goblin. Dan, am I voicing Grin?
I'm back. I'm ready.
You're back. The stream is fixed.
Yes. It's even James even has a name and a picture. Or he doesn't have a little icon.
Oh, you gave him a name?
I give him a name.
Wow.
I'm nice like that. Grin the Goblin has seen things seem to still be going great for his side. So Grin is going to, let's see here. I think Grin is going to follow that bugbear out and see if somebody else is lurking outside. And he spots Gemika, and he's going to take a bow shot at Gemika. He gets a 12.
I also have 12.
Oh dear.
Please roll low.
Yep.
Please roll low.
I got 5 damage.
Okay.
I have 1 hit point.
Still alive. You're still in the fight.
Yep.
That's for not paying for the water.
Oh, okay. And I can't do anything, right?
Not if you're down. Nope.
I'm
Oh,
not
she's
down.
not down.
Not
She's
down.
not.
Not down. Not down.
No, you can't. Yeah, nothing for you to do on his turn, anyways.
Yeah, all you can do is say ouch.
Yeah. Ow. There's some whimpering, but I won't subject the listeners to it.
Smart.
Aw.
All right. So that was Grin. Next up is the team Goblin. Well, this goblin, start with him. He's gonna chase down Krong. Critical.
Uh-oh.
Krong. Well, it's a goblin. Could be. It would have been a lot worse if it was a bugbear. You are gonna take 7 slashing damage.
Okay. Still alive.
All right.
Not a lot alive, but alive.
All right. Three goblins are gonna take shots.
Can I skirmish her away?
Skirmisher? I think so.
One. Oh. Nah. They'll just. No, I can't walk through him really. So never mind.
Nope. All right. Krong, you're going to take a shot from an archer. You have that really good cover, though. That would be 21. Does +5 save you from that?
Nope.
Oh, no. You are going to take 5 damage as an arrow hits you.
I am down.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
You are all here to rescue me, right?
There's a theory, but we're not sure about the actual implementation of said theory.
3 arrows are going to head in the direction of Caleth. Caleth, you do have that bonus to your cover.
You
And 2 of
bet.
these are baned. So let's see here. 19.
Ow!
No,
Does a 19 with your, remember you do have
Oh,
cover
right,
from
the
right. I'm
+5.
20. Right.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm laugh at your arrows again.
the best I got was none of them clear 20 because they were baned.
Mm.
All right. Samson Jotham, you've joined the initiative order.
Well,
Um,
now that I'm awake, I mean, I'm gonna try curing wounds on somebody, kind of in a discreet fashion, so it's
Okay.
not clear that I'm joining the battle.
Mm.
Just sort of.
What's
some
the
slight-
range on cure wounds?
That's
That's
a good
touch.
It's touch.
Okay, I can.
Is it on you?
I was gonna say because I've had some damage, but I haven't done
Um,
anything for you lately, so I'm not sure you care.
Well, you
about it.
freed him.
That's true, but he's still
Well,
he's
no.
still, he's
No,
still
nope,
chained.
he's
Still
not.
tied
He's
up.
still chained. There's
Yeah,
a
he's
bugbear
still-
in front of me, so even if
So-
You do have vision now. They did keep a bag on your head probably for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I can't touch anyone. I think I'm going to have to join the fray from my chained up position. So what can I do? I can, I can try a firebolt, like a similarly discreet
Fire
firebolt.
is discreet.
I
That's
would
what
say
we
probably your only real target from, especially when you're chained to a wall, would be that bugbear right next to you or right next to Caliph. Does that seem reasonable?
That seems reasonable. Let's give that a go. I mean, nobody else is going to notice, so I think I can get away with it.
All right.
And that is, you see, I was told there would be no rolling of dice, but
hey,
It's not
don't
your
you
contract.
even ask
This
for
is-
something
This is what
related to
kindness,
this?
subtle kindness looks like.
all right. So I have rolled. I have rolled a 24.
Oh.
That will hit anything.
Pew,
in this
pew.
event. All right,
and-
so you are like chained to the wall, and you do kind of like a weird gesture with your hands, and a flame darts out from your hands in the direction of that bugbear.
And it does 8 damage.
That's not good for the bugbear. The bugbear is
Singed
very sad.
bugbear.
Yeah,
We have 2 singed bugbears now.
yeah. But you have a lot of downed party members.
Right.
So this is going to be interesting. Gemika?
I'm having a look. I'm pretty limited in what I can do. So I'm gonna do my best to do vicious mockery on East Bugbear. because he's the closest one to me. So East Bugbear must make a wisdom saving throw.
Which is not their specialty. He fails, unsurprisingly.
All right. Well, his fur stinks of singed bugbear, just like his twin.
Okay.
And he scores 3 damage.
All right.
It does smell so good. Mumbles cry.
Singed bugbear is good. All right, good to know.
I don't know. It's like, you ever gone to a barbecue or
Yeah.
a bug barbecue, bugbear barbecue? I don't know where I'm going with this.
No.
Moving on.
All right. Caliph, there is a chained up gnome prisoner, Samson Jotham, next to you. There is a badly injured bugbear also next to you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to use Mage Hand to try and break my prisoner friend's chains.
Okay. I mean, you're close enough. You could also just use your hands, but you're a sorcerer.
Well,
so
I don't
maybe
want to
that's
waste
not,
my.
maybe that's-
Okay, if I can use my
As a
hands, if
sorcerer-
that's all right.
As a
well, I'll
sorcerer,
use my
that might
hand.
be beneath you. I don't know.
If my hands work, I mean,
Maybe you, he's manacled with both his arms, so maybe you do one arm and the mage hand does the other arm.
Sure,
right.
that sounds good.
I'm gonna say that would be your action. Do you want that to be your action?
I recommend trying to free my left hand.
Okay, let's let's do that.
I think we all appreciate the assistance here.
Yeah, well, why not? And I have a 12.
I don't think you need to roll it.
I don't need to roll. Okay,
Nope, you
well,
just
I'm
do it.
freeing. I'm freeing your hand.
All
Welcome
right.
to freedom, Samson. At least half of your hand, half of you is free.
I have a
Why
plan.
not- why
and I
not
can
do
do
all of it?
something.
Yeah, can I not just? Can I? I've done an action. Can I still do mage hand, or is that an action? I'm not
I
clear.
think that
on-
was just an action. So freeing him in whatever form takes your action.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, I'll get you next time.
I think it's,
Your half efforts are appreciated.
I think it's the queen's turn.
As is your firebolt.
All right. It is the queen's turn. Things are looking good for the queen. She's unaware that Samson Jotham has been freed. There are 3. She has view on 3 unconscious, badly injured heroes bleeding out. And perhaps this is a chance where she may wish to negotiate from a position of strength with our adventurers. Probably the main one that she would be kind of have line of conversation with would be Jemica, since Caliph is behind her way on the other side of the throne room. And also she's got the advantage of having East Bugbear and Grin the Goblin between her and Jemica.
You, elf! Perhaps we can come to an arrangement that would be mutually beneficiary. I have no wish to kill you, though I will to send an example to the rest of your pitiful town, but I still desire my money. So if you surrender, I will send you back to your town with your tails between your legs to bring me my gold. Of course, I will need to keep some of your friends as collateral. How say you?
I know elves do not have tails. Anyway.
Her tail flicks.
Canon.
That is an urban myth.
So I would like to persuasively ask what kind of deal is on offer here. Hopefully keeping
You're willing to
safe.
sell out half your party and the whole
No,
town.
I'm trying to keep her busy while I figure out what I'm doing.
Okay.
But she doesn't need to know that. So what kind of deals on offer?
Do you want to make a persuasion check there?
Yep.
Or is it, I don't know if it's a persuasion or a bluff, Rosemary. I suspect you're probably pretty good at either of those.
I don't see bluff.
Deception.
I'm rolling persuasion.
Deception. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I should have rolled deception. Anyway, I got 12.
Sorry. All right. Give me a quick wisdom check, Grumella.
Wisdom, I mean, goblins or bugbears, not
Bugbears.
terrible wise. 6.
All right. You have been, I think, Grumella, you have been like kind of drawn into this. So you're being kind of distracted and pulled into negotiating with Gamica. And, your goal out of all of this is you want money. You want that more than you necessarily want to see them all dead. That doesn't get you anything. And it does seem like they have killed a lot of your
If I'm forced to have my people kill you, the town will just keep sending people to try and fight me. Whereas all I want is the mutual benefit of money. I get the gold, you get the water. So I will let you surrender. I will let you go back to town. You will tell them that you were soundly defeated in battle, and they will bring me my money. But you get to live.
We just have to wait for the queen to end her turn, right? If I decide not to continue negotiating.
Yeah, I think that you have. I'm going to say you successfully with your persuasion. You have you've kind of stalled her at the very least. So yeah, I'm going to say that was the queen's turn. So
yeah, I'm just going to sort of look as though I'm considering things, but in reality,
all right.
of course,
I think this is the bard equivalent of calling a timeout on the battle. So Grumella has spoken. The East Bugbear standing there tries to look menacing while standing over Enovin, and West Bugbear is not gonna attack Caleth, and as you all try and work things out. There is the challenge that Enovin still unconscious. Enovin, do you want to give me a
Hey, you skipped me.
death save? Oh, I'm sorry. Haha. Krong, you give me a quick death saving throw.
Breaking out metal dice for this.
Wow.
Ooh.
2.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
it was not a 1.
I have failed a death save.
Listeners, you love these death saving throws so much. Enovin.
It is my turn for a death saving throw. It is 11.
All right, that's a success.
All right.
You bloodthirsty, filthy listeners. 2 death saves is not enough for you. 3.
We love our
Ellen.
bloodthirsty, filthy listeners.
Yeah. Just.
Are they thirsty? I mean, like, are they filthy because they drank the blood they were thirsty
Yeah, but they're
for,
not
and
good
now
at
it's
it. Like
all
they didn't
over
use a
them?
straw. They just go.
Yeah.
They guzzle
If
it.
you-
Mistake.
If they had just drunk the blood, they would be clean and sated.
Yeah.
But instead,
Yeah, no, they're doing it by the
Clean
pitcher
and
full. You
Satan?
get a crazy straw of blood. That's the
Yeah.
clean way.
sated as the opposite of thirsty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Aline.
That was a turn. That was a 14, which means I got my 3rd success.
All right. Across the throne room, perhaps only noticed by Caliph and Samson, Bellin, who had lied quietly, bleeding out. There's like a slight cough, probably audible only to them, as she shakes a little bit. How many hit points does Bellin have now?
I
Is
mean,
the answer 1?
No, she's stable. She has no hit
just
points.
don't
Stable.
die. Yeah.
All right.
She gets to stop
Okay.
making death saving throws, but she is not conscious.
All right. Let me just pause things here. Live stream. This will be edited out later. You're getting the complete unfiltered thing here. We've been playing for well more than an hour. It seems like we may need to pause and figure out what's going to happen in a future thing, because I think we're probably not going to wrap this up in a moment, unless you think we are going to. Dan, others, what do people think?
I mean, I feel like we have failed, and it is up to you to decide
Yeah.
what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Hey.
I have
This is
1
honorable.
hit point.
Yeah,
You have
I mean,
one hit
one attack on Gemika, and she's probably down.
Yeah.
And that leaves Samson, who is, I don't know what shape Samson's in, but Samson's fairly tough, and Caliph, but that's a lot of bugbears.
Like,
I have a pretty good idea where my partner in crime might be, so I have a plan.
Okay.
All right, I am going to suggest here's I think what the goblin
Suggest
side of the
endgame.
equation would be. I think that the best you are going to get out of this is you could negotiate walking away with a promise And that this is called lying, a promise that you would return with a handsome amount of gold for them very soon. And that might be the time that you come back and try and settle the score. But I think that's the best you're going to get out of this this situation.
Yeah, or that, or you all fight, get downed, and then we have to see what happens next time.
Yeah,
those are your options.
I think, and we can figure.
If we lie and walk away, do we get to have a long rest?
I mean, assuming that you walk away for a long time and have a long rest. Yes.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks. That's a pretty long rest.
All right, and I guess it's up to us whether whether you want to play a coming back and dealing with stuff, or we just kind of narrate over that. Someday later they came back and everything was fine.
I kind of want to narrate over it, to be honest.
What do other people want?
Um,
It's open to negotiation. What would be fun?
I mean, I think like if I get free, and if I can find Pascal, who's down in that pit.
Pascal's his robot panda. He's very attached to.
Yes. I think that could turn the battle. But
there's also some logistical. There's some
3
logistical timing stuff too. We have gone well over an hour. We would probably need to break at the very least, and I think we have hit our scheduled amount of time. So I don't know how long we should draw this out. That was my question. Speaking as someone who may or may not have a dinner in the other room that may need to be put away.
It's midnight for
Other
me.
thoughts?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's late in the UK side too. So I don't
All
know.
right. Here's how I think we're going to do it. I think, Jamaica, you need to negotiate with Grumella and to try and basically save your friends' lives so that you can all walk out of here. Literally, hey, you literally have about as many people who are currently able to walk as you have corpses. So it's a 1-for-1 carrying people out. I think let's do that and then narrate what happens afterwards. And in fact, Samson, I will even give you this piece of information. You know where Pascal is in the dam, and you know how to get there without having to come through this place.
Do I get to leave?
You would in this scenario, yeah. So, all right.
That
So maybe some of this will be edited out. Maybe not. It depends. It's up to Brian or Erica or whoever edits this. So, Gamika, the battle has not gone as you would have foreseen. 3 of your new good friends are lying there bleeding. You yourself are severely injured. It is now down to you as a bard. The only path, not to victory, but to survival, rests on you and the power of your words.
All right. So, Carmilla, I understand what you're offering us and greatly appreciate this offer. It is a wonderful and generous offer, and I think we would like to take it up. And I would just like to be reminded of how many gold pieces the village needs to provide on what schedule?
You have fought very well, but I see as worthy opponents that you should be able to deliver the 1,000 gold pieces that I asked for we have defeated you in battle, and therefore we may claim our prize as victory. Or you can leave your friends here to perish.
I'm going to take him and run. Bye.
All right.
Okay.
I just sort of drag Enovan up because I'm bleeding. Entrails escaping.
Samson flicks his wrist. A big sword comes out of it. He hits the other chain, gets down, just walks off.
All right.
Grumella
Impressive.
waves at a couple of the bugbears, and they go over and they grab Krong by like his legs and his arms, and they like throw him out into the foyer. And then probably a couple of the goblins drag Bellin by her arms and throw her out past the doors too.
Caliph will just sort of walk carefully but with head held high through the throne room and out the door to join what's left of her party.
And just remember to think twice next time you challenge the Queen of the Red Water, and the doors slam close behind her.
Oh, that's the title of the episode.
Great rescue.
So-
Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, our adventures were not necessarily successful in dealing with the Queen of Redwater or returning the flow of water to the valley, but they have rescued a person they didn't even know needed rescuing. One Samson Jotham, gnome artificer who had been chained up by the Redwater clan here and forced to help them operate the mechanism. Samson knows that his loyal robot panda sidekick has still imprisoned far below in the gearworks of the dam. Samson Jotham, also having been prisoner here for several weeks, knows a lot about the inner workings of the dam, including that one might be able to enter the dam from below if one's willing to swim through a decent amount of water in the lake. And so several days later, well rested, but not looking to have another fight with the Redwater Goblin and Bugbear clan, Samson and several allies return under cover of darkness, swim down deep beneath the lake, emerge inside the gearworks of the dam, liberate the unfortunate robot panda, Pascal, who was integral to the goblin plans to keep the dam not letting the flow of water through. And so, though the Redwater clan is still out there and likely will be a nuisance to Whitesparrow and nearby settlements, the flow of water is returned and the farms are saved for now. Our adventurers have taken quite a beating. This is not perhaps the victory that they were hoping for, but they have lived and survived and will be able to tell the tale of the fight with the Queen of Redwater. Thank you for playing Dungeons & Dragons. Thank you for joining us here on Total Party Kill. All that remains is for me to thank our adventurers for being here. Krong, or should I say Monty Ashley, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Tony and Dan.
And Dan, technically Dan. And next up, Rosemary Orchard, thanks for playing Total Party Kill. Thanks for playing D&D with us for the first time ever.
Well, thank you very much. It was great fun.
Another new person, we were glad to have her here on Total Party Kill. Shelley Brisbane, thanks for joining us for the silliness.
Thank you for initiating me into this delightful enterprise.
Cicero Holmes, the voice of Roll20, thanks for being here.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm going to go leave now and look for cats.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, Aline Sims, thanks for rolling up a new character and coming along with us.
I am not inviting Cicero over.
Special thanks to our guest star, James Thompson, who was waiting in the wings for a while, including last week. Hi, James.
No, James. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. He was kept updated.
You were making
updated.
good progress.
What's he gonna do? Be like working on improving his dice? I don't know.
Right.
I was literally, while you were fighting earlier, I got bored and I was editing code. So.
Excellent.
Good call.
So at least it wasn't a complete waste of time.
Right.
Mm. And Dan Morin, thank you for Associate Dungeon Mastering, voicing the NPCs, controlling other characters, and of course, managing our stream and all our recording stuff.
Always a pleasure, Tony. Looking forward to our next episodes, which will follow Watches and Top Hat Jr. in their life as goblin entrepreneurs.
It's not true. Our next adventure is The Cult of Dust, which will feature several new and returning players to Total Party Kill. Tune in next week if you're listening to the live stream or whenever to find out about that. I don't know how podcasts end. Goodbye, nerds. All right.
And goodbye, live stream.
Goodbye, live
Bye.
stream.